to Cardinals baseball. You're listening to Cardinals baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
The Knights of Columbus. Catholic men building a bridge back to faith. There's much work to be done in this world. Good work, necessary work. And that's what the Knights do every day. Assisting the sick and disabled, protecting those who can't protect themselves. Whether they are next door or halfway around the world, this is the journey we are on, our path. We do it to be better husbands, fathers, sons, neighbors, and Catholics. We invest our time, our effort, and our resources into our values: charity, unity, fraternity, patriotism. We come from many places and backgrounds and stages in our lives, but we are all of one faith. It's one thing to say who you are. It's another to live it, to put your values into action. That's what we do at the Knights of Columbus. That's who we are.
Hello all and welcome to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. We will get started shortly here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Game time is supposed to be at 7 p.m. So I will start this broadcast in about 5 minutes. Thank you for those of you guys waiting patiently. I will talk to you guys in about 5 minutes.
I'm J.B. Howler, President and CEO of U.S. Inspect Group, the country's largest home inspection company. We operate nationally across 24 MSAs, and our 30-year-old brand has delivered 3 million inspections. The best real estate brokerages in the country love us because we help their real estate agents get deals closed faster, and we protect their customers. We have a proven business model and positive EBITDA. With new investors, new management, new board, and new products, our mission is to make home inspections as simple and painless as ordering an Uber.
This message is brought to you by US Inspect. For more information, find them online at usinspect.com.
Woods Cove Assisted Living has been working with families for over 15 years to offer quality care to patients who need additional support. We concentrate on working with our residents in need of this kind of support and delivering healthcare and other essential services in the solace of their new home. Our demonstrated track record of providing improved quality of life for our residents is evident in the satisfaction our families feel and the contentment our residents experience daily. We focus on quality healthcare that is family-centered and involve you, their family, in their healthcare plan. We understand that the services we provide should reflect the care a family member would afford our residents. Contact us at 540-636-6611 or visit us at 201 West Kreiser Road in Front Royal. At Woods Cove, your family is our family.
Hello all and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Tonight we'll feature the Winchester Royals versus your Front Royal Cardinals. Coming into this game, the Winchester Royals are 11-15. They're 5.5 games back in the North Division. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak, and they're 4-6 in their last 10 baseball games. The Winchester Royals are coached by Mike Smith, and coming into this ball game, the Winchester Royals are currently in 4th place, holding the last playoff spot in the division so far, with the Front Royal Cardinals right on their tail, as the Cardinals look to gain a game on the Winchester Royals and get just that much closer to playoff baseball here in Front Royal. Tonight's lineup for the Winchester Royals will start off with the second baseman, Leighton Banjof, a righty-righty. He's 6'1", 205 pounds, a senior out of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, hometown of Sheffield Village, Ohio. Playing center field, hitting 2, will be Will Marcy. He's a righty-righty, 6'3", 190 pounds, sophomore out of North Carolina State University, hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina. Hitting third, playing catcher tonight, will be Will Long, We usually see him in the DH spot here at Bing Crosby Stadium, but behind the plate tonight. He's a rising senior out of the Tennessee Tech University, hometown of Limestone, Tennessee. He's a righty-righty, 6'3", 225 pounds. Cleaning up for the Royals tonight, playing first base, will be Chase Bryant, rising junior out of Southeastern University, hometown of Snellville, Georgia. He's a righty-righty, 6'6", 210 pounds. Hitting fifth, playing right field, is Chase Nixon, left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower, 6'1", 200 pounds. Sophomore out of North Carolina State University, hometown of Wilmington, North Carolina. He is teammates with Will Marcy, the center fielder for the Royals tonight, as I already mentioned. Playing short, hitting sixth, will be Dean Bittner, 6'3", 185 pounds. He's a righty hitter, righty thrower. He's a rising junior at the Mesa College and a hometown of Phoenix, Arizona. Hitting seventh, playing third base tonight, will be Fenwick Trimble. He's righty-righty, 6'3", 195 pounds, rising sophomore at James Madison University, hometown of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Hitting eighth, DHing tonight, will be Junior Maldonado Jr., lefty hitter, righty thrower, 6', 190 pounds. He's a rising freshman at the Texas AU Corpus Christi, hometown of Kaufman, Texas. And finally, rounding out the lineup tonight, hitting ninth, playing left field, a righty-righty, 6', 180 pounds. He's a rising junior at the University of Tennessee Martin. His name is Zach Rice, hometown of Fort Mitchell, Alabama. Pitching tonight for the Winchester Royals is going to be Tatum Waddy. He's a lefty-lefty, 6'2", 170 pounds, rising sophomore at Connors State College, hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming into this game, Tatum has thrown 6 games, has not started one, so this will be his first start tonight against the Front Royal Cardinals. He has pitched 7 1/3 innings, giving up no earned runs, 3 runs in total, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He has a 1-1 record with 1 save coming into this ball game. So going into the the hitting leaders rather for the Winchester Royals, Will Marcy has a 344 average. Will Long has a 291. Chase Nixon has a 288, and Leighton Banjof with a 286. With home runs, Matthew Rivera is leading the way with 3 home runs. Chase Bryant with 2. Will Marcy and Corey Dowdle tied with 1. Chase Bryant with 17 RBIs, which leads the team. Will Long, Will Marcy, and Chase Nixon are all tied with 10 RBIs coming into this ballgame. Pitching leaders for the Royals, Brian Young with 2 wins on the season. Tatum Waddy, Jackson Sloan, and Colin Broder are all tied with 1 win so far on the season. Coming in, the strikeout leaders is, again, Brian Young leading for the Rebels in both wins and strikeouts so far this season with 18. Colin Broder with 16 strikeouts. Danny Thompson with 15 strikeouts. And Jackson Loins with 12 strikeouts. Leading in the ERA column for the Winchester Royals is is Riley Hugh with a 0 ERA. Tatum Waddy with a 0 ERA. He's starting tonight for the Royals. Brian Young with a .71 ERA, and Danny Thompson with a 1.8 ERA. So those are your Winchester Royals for tonight's game. I will come back to you guys in about 2 to 3 minutes after a short advertisement break from our sponsors to introduce to you guys the starting lineup tonight for the Front Royal Cardinals, the home team tonight here at Bing Crosby Stadium, and the statistical leaders for the Front Royal Cardinals. So we will see you guys after the break.
The Wines Family and Wines Bookkeeping LLC are proud supporters of the Front Royal Cardinals. Wines Bookkeeping specializes in a variety of business and tax services with outstanding support. We understand how busy you are, and with our expertise, we can take our care of your business needs quickly and effectively. Wines Bookkeeping has been serving the Front Royal area for over 50 years. Wines Bookkeeping LLC, your business services professionals.
Welcome to Hazard Mill Farms, located in the beautiful Appalachian foothills of Virginia. The farm offers lodging, a retreat center, and catering. We also offer a wide range of outdoor activities and recreation. Located on the banks of the Shenandoah River, we invite you to enjoy many river activities, swimming, tubing, and canoeing. We provide many options for your wedding and other events. If you want a peaceful place to relax, spend time with family, simply enjoy the beauty of the surrounding area, or host a killer event, Hazard Mill Farms is the perfect place for you. All of our rental spaces are available for your special event. Visit hazardmillfarm.com to reserve today.
You're listening to Cardinals baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
TLC Settlements is a proud sponsor of the 2022 Cardinals. When buying, selling, or refinancing your investment, TLC Settlements, LLC believes that every transaction is important, no matter how big or how small. The trustworthy team of Tracy, Lucy, and Christy bring 55-plus years experience in the industry. We are dedicated to and take pride in the service that we give to each and every customer. Although we do many closings each month, every closing is very important to us. Our service speaks for itself at TLC Settlements.
Hello, everyone listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner, and those of you guys listening live on the Stretch Internet Radio Network. I will go into the Front Royal Cardinals lineup tonight. The Front Royal Cardinals are coached by head coach Clint Marsh. Hitting one, playing center field tonight for the Cardinals will be Dallas Height. Righty, 6'2", 205 pounds. He's a rising senior at Penn State Harrisburg, hometown of Lilly, Pennsylvania. Hitting second, playing shortstop tonight will be Trent Jeffcoat. Lefty hitter, righty thrower, 175 pounds. He's a rising senior at the University of West Florida, hometown of Pensacola, Florida. Hitting third, playing first base is going to be Drew Camp. He's a rising senior at Longwood University, hometown of South Chesterfield, Virginia. He's a righty, 6'2", 190 pounds. Hitting fourth will be Jojo Jackson, left fielder tonight. Switch hitter, lefty thrower, 6'3", 225 pounds. He is a rising sophomore at Georgia State University, hometown of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hitting fifth, playing right field is going to be Sam Daggers, one of the new additions to the team. He's a righty, 6'1", 205 pounds. He's a rising senior at Shepherd's College, hometown of Galloway, New Jersey. Hitting sixth, playing second base tonight will be Christian Campbell, righty, 6 foot, 155 pounds. He's a rising sophomore at South Georgia College, hometown of Rincon, Georgia. DHing tonight is Carlton Harper. He's a lefty hitter, righty thrower, 6'1", 200 pounds. He is a rising senior at LIU Post, hometown of Canton, Michigan. He is going to be DHing again tonight. Playing third base, hitting eighth is going to be Brennan Chisholm, senior at Canisius College, hometown of North Catham, Massachusetts. He's a righty, 5'10", 175 pounds. And rounding out the lineup tonight, hitting ninth, the switch hitter. He's going to be behind the dish. That's Brody Popple, hometown of Tallahassee, Florida. He's a rising sophomore at Florida A&M, and he is 5'11", 188 pounds. Now, starting tonight's game for the Front Royal Cardinals is going to be number 28, Daniel Johnson. He's a righty, 6'3", 185 pounds. He's a rising senior at the University of Scranton, and his hometown is White House Station, New Jersey. Coming into today's game, Daniel Johnson has started 3 of them and pitched 6 total games. 17 and a third innings, 22 hits, 14 runs, 12 of those being earned, 9 walks, 14 strikeouts. He has an 0-1 record, so looking for his first win tonight. He's coming in with a 6.23 ERA. Coming into this ballgame, the Front Royal Cardinals are 11 and 18. That's 7 games back in the division for the North. They're 1 game out of the playoff spot, hunting tonight's opponent, the Winchester Royals. So far in the season, they have lost 3 to the Royals and 1-1. So they have 2 games remaining. Hopefully, 2 more wins against the Royals will mean that if the Cardinals and Royals tie at the end of the season, the Cardinals could have the chance to break that tiebreaker if they're able to win the next 2 and tie up the season series. In their previous game, the Cardinals dropped 5-2 against the Newmarket Rebels at Newmarket. And then the games prior, they lost a doubleheader here on July 3rd against the Harrisonburg Turks. They go to Percival tomorrow to play the Percival Cannons at Fireman's Field at presumably 7 o'clock. And the Strasburg Express come here at Bing Crosby Stadium on July 9th, that's Saturday, for a 7 o'clock meeting. So we hope to have a few wins here in the upcoming days at Bing Crosby Stadium. Here with me today is Sean Munoz before the game. So we will meet him for tonight. We have seen him previously, and he has come back up to the booth.
Of course, always. It's a pleasure up here. I got to make this more of a ritual to come up here and see you, man. You know I love it up here hanging out with you. It's the best view in the house.
Definitely is the best view in the house. And it is before the game, but it's still nice to see all the players warming up and have a little bit of air conditioning here up at the stadium, up here, as it's somewhat humid tonight.
Yeah, who are you telling, man? I'm like I said, I was told to clarify I'm from Brunswick, Georgia. Yeah, that's South Georgia, man. It's the humid heat gets to you. It's nothing like that here, but good Lord, it is humid and it is hot.
So are you someone that would prefer to play in cool weather or hot weather?
See, I like, and Virginia, love it here. Love the weather here. It's my perfect described baseball weather. I love a little overcast. I love a little breeze. Good 70, 80 degrees, no humidity. It's great. Love it.
Yeah. See, personally, you always want to hit in hotter weather.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ball flies more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it feels better on your hands if you get jammed, of course. So as a pitcher, do you want to pitch in cooler weather because the ball won't fly as much, or would you prefer to pitch in warmer weather so your arm's hotter and feels better?
Here it is. Yeah, here's the hidden two-sided coin on it is when there's warmer weather, it's easier to throw breakers. So in cold weather, the ball doesn't spin as much. So it kind of goes, if you want a breaking pitch or if you want the ball to go further. Personally, as a ground ball pitcher, I don't mind it being warm. I don't really get the ball elevated as it is anyway. But, here we are.
So you told us before going down for 4th of July, you went to Nats Park on 4th of July, and you guys stayed in Washington, D.C. How was that trip?
Oh, it was lovely, man. I got to watch De La Cruz for the Miami Marlins hit the go-ahead home run over my head in the 10th inning. And to watch the Nats go down, it sucks because, or it stinks that we went to Nationals Field and the Nationals lost. But still, I was sitting in the front row of left field, and I just watched the ball go right over my head. And it was amazing.
Did you try and catch it, or you didn't want to?
Well, it didn't want to
risk it.
It hit the top of the foul pole.
Okay.
So that thing was a moon shot.
I believe the Nats lost that game 5-4. You could correct me if I'm wrong. In 10 innings, was it?
3-1.
3-1. Okay, so it was the game prior that I think they lost 5-4.
It was 5-4, the one they lost. But the bomb that I'm referring to is going to be Jojo Jackson in the 6th inning on a 2-1 count on a fastball, and it's going to go over the left field wall and go next to the David sign out there.
So it seems to me that you like watching home runs.
Oh, I love it. I love watching home runs on my team.
Yes. If they're not being hit off of you or off of your team, you love watching home runs. So will you be coming to All-Star Game Day, which will include Hall of Fame induction, the All-Star Game itself, and a home run derby on the 17th?
I'm hoping to sneak in the All-Star Game, if I'm going to be honest with you. I had a great appearance last night. I went an inning and 2/3. I got a player out of some trouble. Had 3 Ks and no hits. And I got to get the inning counter up there. But I think I'm in the hunt for it. I think. I mean, That 3.52 ERA is rough, but I gotta chase Fisher, man. Fisher's a dog, but I'm gonna try to get up in there.
Yeah, Fisher's good, and he's been good really recently too.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's been dealing for the Cardinals and putting them in spots to win ball games as a starter, especially. And it sucks for you and really relievers, in my opinion, because you have one bad outing and you don't get enough innings to really lower that ERA or anything like that. So it really screws you guys over.
Man, and getting pulled the last home game after 3 batters, after a strikeout at that, and I was like, come on, man, let the kid ride. But I might be able to get in this one. I threw 28 pitches yesterday, so I am technically hot tonight. So, I'm going to try to do some fan service. I'm going to try to.
Is there a certain point where, say you throw 30 pitches the game before or 35 pitches the game before, is there like a certain pitch count where the day before you're not going to pitch the next day?
So if I throw over 30 pitches in an outing, I have to have a day of rest. I can't throw in another game, but I can throw in back-to-back games. I just can't throw in back-to-back-to-back games.
And you also can't throw in back-to-back days? Is that?
No, I can throw in back-to-back days. I just can't break 30 pitches in that first appearance.
Oh, gotcha. So would you prefer to have a really good outing with, say, 35 pitches, you go 2 innings, and you don't give up a run? Or would you rather open yourself up to pitch the next day, but give up 1 run in 1 inning and only throw like 15 pitches?
Ooh, that's tough. I think I'm going to go with the 2 innings of work for 35 because there was no runs, and I think that definitely helps the team out, I think. Like getting, of course, with baseball, especially in the summertime, you're going to have goals that are self-intended and stuff, but like I really want to help this team make that push to the 4 seed or the 3 seed and squeak into the playoffs and enjoy my time in Virginia a little bit longer. I think we definitely have a shot. All of us are young. We're just now kind of learning how to play together, and I think we have a really good shot of doing it.
Yeah, and what's something you would like to see from the team, or what do you think they need to almost improve on in order to get into that playoff push?
I think when we played our best baseball, I've been here for a little over about 14, 15 days now, and what I've seen is when we start pulling for each other and playing together, it's huge for us. I mean, and everybody can you can have a rough game on the mound, a rough game at the plate, a rough game in the field. And when we pick each other up and when we play together, we play the best baseball we possibly can. And that's so huge when it comes down to playing here.
Yeah, and baseball is a team sport. And when you guys are one of the more talented teams when it comes to player by player.
Yeah, absolutely. We have great individual talent all over the place. It's just loaded. But when we get in our heads a little bit and we don't really pick each other up, it starts to struggle and guys start to fade out. When we play great Front Royal Cardinal baseball as a team, I don't think we can be beat.
Yeah. No, you guys are definitely one of the more talented teams, and it shows when you guys are playing almost individually versus when you guys are playing as a team, because you guys look better on the field. You guys play cleaner baseball, and you don't put your heads down. So if there's an error made by, say, the left fielder one time, he won't put his head down if you guys are together. But if you guys are playing individually, he'll start feeling it on himself. So hopefully the Cardinals, we see a togetherness tonight instead of an individual play, as the Winchester Royals come into town. And you guys only are a game and a half behind them in order to make the playoffs, and you guys are right now 1-3 against them on the season. So in order to have a chance for the tiebreaker, you guys need to win the next 2 games against them. You guys play here one time, and then you guys go on to Winchester later on in the season. I believe it's the first game back from the All-Star break.
I believe you are right now that I think about it. I think we match up really well with this team, especially when we fire on all cylinders. The one win that we did have against this team, firing on all cylinders, there wasn't a thing in the world where we could have been beat. Now, in the 3 losses, like I said earlier, it was the very individual-based games, and it was heartbreaking. It was crushing.
Yeah, so the last game you guys played against the Royals Let's look at it. You guys scored 7 runs, had 5 hits, but the Winchester Royals did help you guys out with 3 errors on their side. You guys started, I believe Michael Schultz started that game, actually.
Yes, he did.
He did. That was the rain-out game.
Yes, it was.
So you guys went Schultz went 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. So that was a great outing by him, and that put you guys in a spot to win as Shane Ostrosky, the starter for the Royals, struggled with control. I remember that a lot. He walked 3 straight batters, and then his coach took him out.
And I think a big thing with Schultz throwing is he did give up a handful of hits from what I remember, but the defense stepped up and made plays when they mattered, like especially plus defensive plays, like say, who was
I believe
there?
Riley made a couple diving plays in that game.
There was a handful of diving plays.
He was playing second base that game, I think.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
So just to go into the leaders for the Cardinals, the batting leaders, Jojo Jackson with a 381 average, Trent Jeffcoat with a 373 average, Christian Campbell with a 348, and Drew Camp with a 278. Leading in home runs right now, the
Dallas Height.
Now the candidate for the home run derby for the Front Royal Cardinals will be Dallas Height.
Has to be.
Well, it's going to be the home run leader from each team.
Okay.
That's going to be who's
Jojo
going
Jackson's going to be on the hunt.
So
I don't know how we break a tie.
JoJo has 2 and Dallas has 3. Dallas Height has 18 RBIs. JoJo Jackson with 8, tied with Riley Frost, and Drew Camp has 7. The pitching leaders, Alex Sakis has 2 wins. Bryce Fisher has 1, tied with Sam Huff and Zeus Ponder as well with 1. The strikeout leaders, Bryce Fisher has 30. Grant Adams has 21. Sakis has 19, tied with Warnock, who also has 19. And rounding out the ERA will be Bryce Fisher with a 279. Tonight's visitor, Sean Munoz, with a 352. And Sean Means with a 432 and Alex Sakis with a 450.
And that's one thing that we get to joke about and have fun with is the Sean and Sean out of the bullpen. I like to be the setup. I love for him to close and shut it down.
So now we will move to the stadium audio where we will hear the national anthem.
Emily is the deputy clerk to the Warren County Board of Supervisors.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for tonight's singer of the national anthem, Emily Karachi, I would like to say. Emily is the deputy clerk to the Warren County Board of Supervisors. I think she learned the trick that she should be facing the booth in order to get the national anthem
over under, this is a strike. It's a strike. A one-hop strike.
One-hop strike count. Throwing out the first pitch was Dolores Oates. Dolores is the Warren County Board of Supervisors. She's the vice chair and North District Representative. Dolores is also a candidate for the House of Delegates for the newly created 31st District. So congratulations to her, and thanks for throwing out the first pitch as Daniel Johnson starts his warm-up pitches now here at Bing Crosby Stadium. The somewhat sidewinder, not yet a submariner, but a sidewinder.
He'll be one of us eventually. I'll convert him over. But I loved watching Dan-O get it done this year so far, especially his last start at I don't remember the name of the school, but it was 45 minutes away, and I know you're helping me look it up, and I really appreciate that because you're a great human being.
I do remember.
Oh, he absolutely shut him down, too.
Let's look at the schedule. I believe it was 5 games ago.
It was. We won 3-0 at the Cannons.
Was it Purcellville?
Purcellville. Yes, it was Purcellville.
It says Sean Means won that game, but Daniel Johnson did shove. He threw 5 2/3 innings, giving up 0 earned runs. I believe that Musker, who was the losing pitcher for the Cannons, must have given up the runs after Johnson was already removed for the game. So Sean Means did have 3 innings of work, and he did get the win for that night.
Yeah, speaking of Dallas Hyde earlier, he had very, very clutch at bat in that game, giving us the big push in the 8th inning there. I know we had a sac fly from J.R. Lonan, but, I mean, I saw it was 0-0, and Dan-O was going, and the energy was high. It's one of those close games towards the end. There was just no way this team was losing.
Yeah, and Dallas Hyde has really been one of the solid pieces on this team. Not just being a great player, but he's consistent as well. Like, he's putting up good at-bats, and he's at least having 1 or 2 hits a game. Plus, he's always hustling out of the box. He's always hustling in the outfield, trying to get to balls in the gap and stuff like that. As the first pitch by Daniel Johnson's over for a strike.
You know, and I gotta say, you are absolutely right. I love having Dallas in the locker room and in the dugout and on the field, and he's great off the field. And the ball's popped up, and I believe that's going to be an easy fly ball out for Drew Camp there, get that first out of the game.
Yeah, and the hitter that just flew out for the Winchester Royals is Leighton Banjof. He's playing second base tonight. Typically, we see the man stepping up to the plate right now, Will Marcy, hitting first for the Winchester Royals. But for tonight's game, they had Leighton Banjof.
And, you know, I'm going to knock on wood here when I say this, but I think Dan-O is going to have back-to-back wonderful starts. I think we're going to see at least 5 innings of shutout work for Dan-O. It's my call. It's my money line bet tonight.
Coming into this game, Will Marcy is 22 for 64. He has 1 home run so far this year and 10 RBIs. That's a 343 average. So he's had a nice start and middle to this season as this ball is grounded, I think, foul. It was foul down the line at third base. The third base umpire got hit by the ball on the right foot, but he's all good. Tough guy. He's going to battle that one out, but just foul down the line.
What was his name again? Oh, man.
He's
my favorite umpire, though. I will say that. He is my favorite. I don't know his name. I forgot it. Yeah, and a strike 3 for Dan-O right there. Gotta love that. Absolutely.
Dan-O with a nice inside sinker. Probably Will Marcy swinging over the top of that one.
And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and see myself out. I want to say hi to my mom. I want to say hi to Abby, all the people listening to this. And as I walk down, this is going to be a strike 3 by the time I get back to the dugout. So it was a pleasure as always, and I will see you next home game.
Thank you, Sean Munoz, for stepping in here at the booth here in Bing Crosby Stadium. As Brody Popple goes out to the mound for a quick mound visit here in the first inning. Not sure what this is about. Might be something with the umpire because he was brought out water, which means that Brody was probably just giving him a break. So first 2 batters set down on a pop-up and a strikeout by Daniel Johnson as he deals the 1-0. That one's over for a strike, so 1-1 here to the 3-hitter on the night for the Winchester Royals, the catcher, Will Long. Will Long coming into this ballgame with a .290 average. He also has 1 home run and 10 RBIs here for the Winchester Royals so far this season. And 16 for 65. So Johnson now has 2 strikes on him as he deals the 1-2, and that one swung and popped over to short. It looks to be playable for Jeffcoat and is. So that's going to retire to the side. 1-2-3 inning here for Daniel Johnson. So it's nothing going into the bottom of the first. Cardinals looking to strike first as they're coming to the plate for the first time. Again, leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Dallas Height, followed by Trent Jeffcoat and Drew Camp. So I will see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network.
These two organizations work together to help inspire players realize their goals to play professional baseball.
What makes a place great? Is it an incredible landscape, unique in the world, carved over the eons into rolling mountains and gentle valleys? Is it the rivers that sing and shout and flow into breathtaking chasms? Is it the trails that lead over hills and to the edges of beautiful views? Is it the natural places and things, big and small, and the outdoor places that people have enjoyed for generations? Or is it the people themselves? The people who've turned this land into an inviting refuge for art and culture and festivals and celebrations of all the things that make life great. The people who make food grown fresh and served with creativity and care, who make wine and beer and donuts from scratch. People who have shown travelers from all over the world all of the things there are to do and see and experience. What if greatness wasn't one of these things, or even a few of these things, but all of them together?
This message is brought to you by Warren County Government.
Hello all and welcome back here to Bing Crosby Stadium as we're watching the Winchester Royals come into town against the Front Royal Cardinals. So for the Cardinals are 1-3 against the Winchester Royals this season. They still have 2 games remaining, this being one of them. The other game is going to be in Winchester, I believe, after the All-Star game, the first game back for the Front Royal Cardinals, as Dallas Height comes up to the plate for the Front Royal Cardinals. If you missed the top of the first inning, it was a 1-2-3 by not Sean Means, but rather Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson had 1 strikeout, a pop out to short, and a pop out to first base. As Height looks at ball 1 and has delivered the 1-0. That's missed inside ball 2. For those of you guys that heard the message over the break, that was Warren County's message. Thank you to them for sponsoring tonight's ball game here at Bing Crosby Stadium on this a little bit humid but nice day here on July 7th, 2022. For those of you guys that are interested, the Cardinals host again on Saturday, July 9th. That game is sponsored by Warren County Department of Social Services as well as US Inspect. So Dallas Height up 3-1 here. The pitch is in, and that one's outside ball 4, so take your base. Dallas Height, it's leadoff runner on first base for the Front Royal Cardinals here in the bottom of the first inning, with Trent Jeffcoat coming to the plate. Again, pitching for the Winchester Royals is Tatum Waddy. Standing on first is Dallas Height, not Dallas Wallace, Dallas Height. Dallas Height's a fast and aggressive runner coming into this ball game with 18 stolen bases in 23 attempts. But Waddy looking to keep him on as the lefty always has a matchup and always has a better chance of keeping on the runner at first base. So Jeffcoat looks at a ball inside, so 1-0 here to Jeffcoat. So Waddy comes set, looks over to first, and deals. That one's inside ball 2. So we're hoping the Front Royal Cardinals can pull this one out, as a win tonight will bring them just a half game back of the Winchester Royals for the fourth and final playoff spot in the North Division. Speaking of the North Division, as a move over to first gets away, and Dallas Height is going to get to third base pretty easily. The right fielder, Will Marcy, the right fielder on the night, Chase Nixon, gets over to back up the throw to first, but Dallas Height will get to third easily as an E1 by Tatum Waddy following a pickoff move will allow Dallas Height to get to third here with nobody out. And Trent Jeffcoat looking for his 8th RBI on the season and 23rd hit as he comes in with a 372 average, and that's 22 for 59. As that one's missed low 3-0. I completely forget what I was going to say before the throw over to first, and I'm so sorry. But Waddy looks in for the 3-0. And deals that one, is right down the middle for a strike. Now 3-1 here on Trent Jeffcoat. And Jeering Giant, thanks for coming in and watching this ball game. As he says hey to the broadcast, he is going to watch the Cardinals take a dub. As he said, is this one's poked out to right, and Trent Jeffcoat with his 23rd hit and 8th RBI as Dallas Height crosses the plate safely. So Drew Camp is coming up to the plate now for the Front Royal Cardinals against Tatum Waddy, up early 1-0 in this ball game.
From Longwood University, the first baseman, number 5, Drew Camp.
So Trent Jeffcoat out of Pensacola, Florida, who plays at the University of West Florida, as well as Chase Stanhope, who came up to the booth one time saying that Trent Jeffcoat is a tough batter to face. He's a pesky hitter that just always seems to put the ball in play, and with his speed, you never want someone like that to have a chance to get on base or force the defense to make a play, because there's a chance that he can run out a ground ball. So he said that him and Jeffcoat, or Stanhope, I'll say that, Stanhope and Jeffcoat were rivals in Pensacola, Florida, as they played each other when they were younger. And this is one of the first times, as well as West Florida, that these two are playing on the same team together. As the count's now 2-1 following the ball and then pickoff throw to first base with the back pick by the catcher Will Long. So Jeffcoat leading off of first base. And Waddy deals the 2-1. That one's upstairs, 3-1 now. But thank you again for Warren County government sponsoring tonight's ball game here as the Winchester Royals came into town. So Waddy looks over to first and deals the 3-1. This one's fouled back. One of our first foul balls of the night. Our new foul ball sponsor is the Sun Stoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. Again, thanks to our foul ball sponsor, Sun Stoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640 as Jeffcoat gets a pickoff move over at first base. So it will be a payoff pitch here to Drew Camp. Drew Camp in his first at-bat tonight, coming in 20 for 72 with 7 RBIs. That's a 277 average. Drew Camp fouled the last one back, making it 3-2. So the payoff here, we'll see Jeffcoat running at first base, and this one is misthrown by Tatum Waddy. So it will remain 3-2, but Jeffcoat was off for second base, and Waddy lifted up and threw over to first. As a lefty, he has the right and the privilege to do that, but he made a bad throw, and the first baseman for the Royals, Chase Bryant, did a nice job to stop that one from getting into right field, but it did allow Jeffcoat to get to second base as that one's fouled back. So 3-2 remains the count here to Drew Camp. Coming into this ball game, the North Division stands as followed. Woodstock River Bandits at 1 with a 17-10 record. Strasburg with 15-11 standing at second place. And third is the Newmarket Rebels, who the Front Royal Cardinals lost to last night as Camp is dealt the 3-2 and that one's fouled. So the Newmarket Rebels took the game last night from the Cardinals to improve to 17-13, which is good for third place. Again, as I stated, the Winchester Royals are in fourth, being chased down by the Front Royal Cardinals here with the Cardinals up 1-0 early here in the bottom of the first inning. Winchester Royals coming into this game 11 for 15, and the Front Royal Cardinals 11 for 18. 11 and 18, not 11 for 18, 11 and 18. And the Percival Cannons are standing at last place with a 9-17 record as Waddy comes set and deals the 3-2. That one's upstairs, ball 4. So the first 3 batters for the Front Royal Cardinals have reached, 2 via a walk and 1 via a base hit by Trent Jeffcoat. And if you guys can hear that walk-up music, you know that Jojo Jackson is stepping into the box here for the Front Royal Cardinals. This is one of the first times that I've seen Jojo Jackson wear the long pants, as we have a pitching visit from probably the pitching coach for the Winchester Royals to Tatum Waddy. But as I was saying, Jojo Jackson, this is one of the first times we've seen him in long pants rather than the high socks. It's now becoming more of a theme for players to wear the high socks either occasionally or just as their preference, but most players will wear both styles, as tonight Jojo is sporting the long pants. As I stated, the North Division, now we will go into the South Division. Waynesboro Generals leading with a 17-11-1 record. I don't know who they tied to, but the Harrisonburg Turks 15-10. The Charlottesville Tom Sox 14-11, and the Covington Lumberjacks 12-13. Those are the teams that are going to be making the playoffs if it stands as that. But looking for their playoff spot and in the hunt is the Stanton Braves with a 9-18 record. That's 7 games back in the division for the lead, but that is 4 games back of the Covington Lumberjacks, who I just said were in 4th place with a 12-13 record. The Braves are on a 1-game winning streak, but they're 3-7 in their last 10. So struggling right now, but they're hoping to turn their season around and push for the playoffs. So are the Front Royal Cardinals, as Jojo Jackson faces an 0-2 count here from Waddy. He looks back to second base. Jeffcoat, nobody holding him on. Waddy deals low for a ball. That one's going to get away from Will Long. So Jeffcoat and Camp will advance to the next base. Camp now standing at second. Jeffcoat now at third. So Jojo Jackson in a spot to get his 9th and 10th RBI here with a base hit, or hopefully at least drive in Trent Jeffcoat standing at third. Right now, with the defensive positioning, the infield is back and the outfield is pretty normal depth, as Waddy deals, and that one is upstairs for a ball. But with the infield back and the infield back and the outfield at normal depth, a run will score via a sac fly, most likely with Jeffcoat's speed, or a ground ball to short, second, and potentially third, as this one's popped into left field. That one's on the shallow side, but Jeffcoat with good speed. He's going to go here. He holds up just to draw the throw and see what happens. So Jeffcoat staying at third base with Jojo Jackson flying out to left field, not getting the job done, but will bring up the 5-hitter, Sam Daggers. Making that throw and catch in left field was Zach Rice. He's hitting 9th tonight for the Winchester Royals, as Tatum Waddy looks to get out of a 2nd and 3rd jam and nobody out, with only the 1 run coming before the 2nd and 3rd jam, as Waddy deals to Daggers. That one's outside, 1-0. So Waddy will come set and look in for the 1-0. Again, Sam Daggers coming to the plate. He's 5 for 25. That's a 200 average. In this at-bat, he's looking for RBIs 5 and potentially 6 with Camp standing on second. Camp not with great speed, average speed out there, so it's not guaranteed that a single will score him as the 2-0 is dealt up and away. But typically for runners like Dallas Height, Trent Jeffcoat, or Jojo Jackson, guys like that will score easily on singles. But someone like Drew Camp might not score as easily on a single, so the 3-0 is dealt over the middle for a strike, so now 3-1. So with Jeffcoat standing on second before the wild pitch, it was almost a guarantee that a base hit would have scored him, but a base hit will score him now, definitely in Camp standing on second, as Daggers is delivered a strike. I don't think he agreed with the call. I think he thought that one was up and away, as he started to take off his leg guard and walk down to first, but the home plate umpire pulled him back, and Waddy deals the next pitch, and this one's looped into center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Drew Camp will easily score from second, as he got a great read off of that baseball, and Sam Daggers with RBI 5 and 6 so far in the season. That's runs 2 and 3 here for the Front Royal Cardinals. Here in the bottom of the first against Tatum Waddy. Waddy coming into this game with one of the better ERAs for the Winchester Royals, as he came in with a 0 ERA. He's got knocked around for a 27 ERA in this ball game. And here with 1 out in the first inning, the head coach, Mike Smith, is going to be taking out his starter. I believe Shane Ostrosky is going to be coming in, who we saw last game as the Royals took on the Front Royal Cardinals here at Bing Crosby Stadium. But we will come to you guys, back to you guys after this pitching break, or after the new pitcher. I'll introduce to you guys the new pitcher. Thank you for those of you guys listening on Stretch Internet Radio Network, and those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page.
Green 2 Ground Electrical is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. Green to Ground is a Class A electrical contractor serving the Shenandoah Valley and Northern Virginia region. Building relationships since 2019 by being reliable, dependable, and trustworthy. Offering both residential and commercial services, no job is too big for our team to handle. We are a licensed and insured company, serving customers peace of mind, one circuit at a time.
I'm JB Howler, President and CEO of US Inspect Group, the country's largest home inspection company. We operate nationally across 24 MSAs, and our 30-year-old brand has delivered 3 million inspections. The best real estate brokerages in the country love us because we help their real estate agents get deals closed faster, and we protect their customers. We have a proven business model and positive EBITDA. With new investors, new management, new board, and new products, our mission is to make home inspections as simple and painless as ordering an Uber.
This message is brought to you by US Inspect. For more information, find them online at usinspect.com.
Hello all, and we welcome you back here in the first inning as the Winchester Royals took out pitcher Tatum Waddy, who came in with a 0 ERA but got knocked around for 3 earned runs here in the bottom of the first here at Bing Crosby Stadium against the Cardinals. Coming in to pitch second is Shane Ostrosky, the lefty, 6'1", 215 pounds. He's a rising senior at Alverna University, hometown of Leviton, Pennsylvania. Coming into this ballgame, Ostrosky has started one game. That was a game here at Bing Crosby Stadium. He did not do so hot, as he did take a loss and struggled with command early in the game, and I believe got pulled in the second inning. So he is up early 0-2 here against Christian Campbell. He looks over to first base and deals the 0-2. That one's across. I guess it missed outside for a ball. But as I was saying, Ostrosky coming into this game with 1 game started here at Bing Crosby Stadium. 6 games total, 9 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those being earned as Ostrosky looks over to first base. That one's not going to be in time. Ostrosky comes in with 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, an 0-1 record, that one loss again being here at Bing Crosby Stadium, and a 4.82 ERA as he delivers over to second base again. And Dagger's getting in safely, but he does. It looks like he almost rolled his ankle over there at first base as he got in safely standing. So Ostrosky deals the 1-2 to Campbell, and that one's fouled back. Again, our foul ball sponsor on the night is Sunstoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. Again, thanks to Sunstoppers Window Tinting for sponsoring this year's foul balls from this point on, as the runner on to second was Sam Daggers, but that one's fouled off by Christian Campbell, so count will remain 1-2 here. Cardinals so far, the only out was a pop out to left field by Jojo Jackson. He had runners on second and third, and the fly ball just wasn't deep enough to bring Trent Jeffcoat in from third base. So even with his speed, it was just not deep enough as Ostrosky looks over to first base again. It's the 3rd time in this at-bat that he's looked over to first to keep Sam Daggers close. So again, Daggers off of first. Campbell at the plate. The 1-2 is dealt, and that one's over for a strike number 3 on Christian Campbell. Campbell coming into that at-bat was 8 for 23. He now goes down 0 for 1. Now stepping up is Carlton Harper.
Number 31, Carlton Harper.
Carlton Harper's coming into this game with 2 RBIs, still searching for his first home run of the year. And he is 9 for 33. That's a 272 average as Ostrosky deals the 0-0, and that one's outside. But Carlton has started off the season well for the Cardinals. I'm shocked he didn't get more at bats when he was really in a hot streak. But since his, I believe, 3 for 5 or 2 for 4 start in the first game, which was a 500 or 600 average, he has now gone down to a 272 and only 33 at bats so far on the season. So not a huge sample size. That's probably about 11 to 13 games, somewhere in there, given walks. So he looks at a pitch on the outside corner. Dagger's still on first base following his 2 RBI single earlier in the inning. Ostrosky comes set. Looks over to first and will deal the 1-1. That one's on the corner, 1-2 now. I do not think Harper liked that call. I don't think Harper liked that call, but nonetheless, he's in a 1-2 hole here against Ostrosky as he deals the 1-2, and that one's well outside for a ball, 2-2. Ostrosky has looked over to Sam Daggers at first quite a bit in this inning, but does not have too good of a move, as I can tell up here from the booth when he's going to go over to first and when he's going to deliver to the plate. So I'm sure it's pretty obvious for Sam Daggers over at first, but I'm sure his move is more just to keep him close as Daggers is off. That one's popped up into right field. That one looks to be caught by the second baseman and is. So Leighton Banjof will make the play. The Cardinals strained 1, but they get 2 hits and 3 runs here in the first inning on 2 walks, 2 hits, and 3 runs, as I just mentioned. So the Cardinals will go into the top of the second inning with Daniel Johnson still on the mound. They're up 3-0, and we will see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening live on the Stretch Internet Radio Network, and those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page.
Overlooking the scenic Shenandoah River in a lovely sylvan setting, our campus is spacious, yet inviting, rich in culture, beauty, and history. It is a setting well suited for our time-tested Catholic liberal arts curriculum, the same education that has inspired and produced the greatest men and women of Christendom over the past 2,000 years. Inside and outside the classroom, you will experience an integrated life. Here, you will strengthen your intellect in such a powerful way that you will have the ability to master any subject, no matter how complex the vocational calling. You will thrive in a supportive and Christ-centered culture dedicated to helping you realize your potential. Our education is not an education for the faint of heart, but for those willing to accept the bold and challenging call from God to become the great men or women that He wants them to be. Dare to join us. Dare to be great.
Perfect timing here as the throw down by Brody Popple over to second will signify the end of our warm-up pitches here as Daniel Johnson looks to begin inning number 2. He set the Royals down 1-2-3 on a pop-up to first, a soft line drive to short, and a strikeout. Coming up is the first baseman, Chase Bryant. That one swung on and fouled back. Chase Bryant coming into this ballgame 20 for 75. That's a 266 average. That's 2 home runs and 17 RBIs so far in the year. As Johnson deals the 0-1. That one's well inside for a ball, 1-1. Thank you to our sponsor tonight, the Warren County government. Warren County is home to beautiful waterways, natural surroundings, and modern climate, excellent business opportunities, and an outstanding quality of life. We strive to be a thriving community that retains its safe, scenic, friendly, and inviting character with leadership that puts community first and it works cooperatively. If you have any questions, as this one's grounded onto short, Jeffcoat makes the play. If you have any questions about Warren County, visit the Government Center at 220 North Commerce Avenue in Front Royal, Virginia, or call 540-636-4600. Again, that's 540-636-4600. So the first batter set down on a ground ball to short as Trent Jeffcoat made the play. And that calls up Chase Nixon. Chase Nixon is the right fielder on the night. He comes into the ballgame with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. He's 17 for 59 so far on the season. That's a 288 average. This one swung on and driven to right field, but that one's going to be playable for the right fielder and is as Sam Daggers makes the play. So two gone in the inning quickly here for Daniel Johnson. That was only pitch number 17 on the ball game, I believe.
Now batting from Mesa Community College, the shortstop, number 12, Dean Bittner.
So from the Community College of Mesa, or Mesa Community College, is the shortstop on the night, Dean Bittner. Bittner is coming into this ball game with a 9 for 35. That's a 257 average as he swings over top of the sinker there. He has no home runs so far and 4 RBIs, so looking for his first home run of the season. As Johnson deals, that one's low for a ball, 2-1 now. Johnson deals. This one's grounded on the third. Playable for Chisholm. The throw on to first is in time, and the Cardinals are, the Royals are set down 1-2-3 yet again in inning number 2 as Daniel Johnson walks off the mound with style. So we'll see you in the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals up 3-0, looking to extend on that lead over the Winchester Royals as they look for the playoff spot over the Royals here in July. So we will see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening on Stretch Internet Radio Network and those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware. Ah.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it does.
Green 2 Ground Electrical is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. Green to Ground is a Class A electrical contractor serving the Shenandoah Valley and Northern Virginia region. Building relationships since 2019 by being reliable, dependable, and trustworthy. Offering both residential and commercial services, no job is too big for our team to handle. We are a licensed and insured company, serving customers peace of mind, one circuit at a time.
Hello all and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals Baseball here on the Front Royal Examiner and Stretch Internet Radio Network, home of the Cardinals all season long, as Ostrosky deals the first pitch at the bottom of the second. Over for a strike to Brennan Chisholm. Brennan Chisholm coming into this ball game so far with a 133 average. That's a 4 for 30. He's played 11 games so far, and the Cardinals, if my math is serving me right, 29. So this is game number 30 for the Cardinals here. As Ostrosky deals, and that one's fouled back. So 1-2 now on Brennan Chisholm. Chisholm has 2 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches, 13 strikeouts so far. So looking to improve here as he hits this one onto second base. That looks to be playable for the second baseman, Banjof. Brennan Chisholm getting down the line well, but still thrown out at first as out number 1 is retired on a ground ball to second base. Stepping up is my favorite my favorite walk-up song on the Front Royal Cardinals, and that is Brody Popple. Again, Brody is my favorite walk-up music. I don't know what the song is, but I want to get it from Paul Stinson, who does the music here at Bing Crosby Stadium, as the first pitch was taken for a strike by Brody Popple. Ostrosky deals, and the next one's hitting the right field. That one looks to be playable, and it is not, as that one gets foul about 5 feet, 15 or 10 feet down the line, or right of the line, rather, as 0-2 here on Brody Popple. This is the first full inning of work here for Shane Ostrosky. He came in with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning as the pitcher Tatum Waddy could not get the job done for the Front Royal Cardinals, for the Winchester Royals, rather. Coming into this game with a 0 ERA, but getting knocked up for 3 runs in just 1 inning of work. As Ostrosky deals, and the 1-2 is missed up, 2-2. So Ostrosky deals, and that one is missed outside for a ball. 3-2 here to Brody Popple. That's, I believe, the second payoff pitch we will see here at Bing Crosby Stadium on the Cardinals side. Not the last for sure, as Ostrosky deals, and that one swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ostrosky sets down his second batter of the night. The first one was Christian Campbell. That went down on strikes.
Now batting, number 17, Gavin Hyde.
And just like that, the Cardinals have already hit around. So Dallas Height coming to the plate, as in his first at-bat, he walked against Ostrosky and then later scored, or did not walk against Ostrosky, he walked against Tatum Waddy. He then later scored on a single by Trent Jeffcoat, as this one's hitting the right center field. That looks to be playable for the right fielder, and is, as Zach Rice Chase Nixon makes the play. Zach Rice is playing left field tonight. So Chase Nixon makes the play, and that will send us into the top of the third, as Daniel Johnson will come back for his 3rd inning of work. sitting down the Royals on 1-2-3 in the first 2 innings. So we'll see what he can do here as Royals go into the top of the third up 3-0. We will see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening in live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network.
Overlooking the scenic Shenandoah River in a lovely sylvan setting, our campus is spacious, yet inviting, rich in culture, beauty, and history. It is a setting well suited for our time-tested Catholic liberal arts curriculum, the same education that has inspired and produced the greatest men and women of Christendom over the past 2,000 years. Inside and outside the classroom, you will experience an integrated life. Here, you will strengthen your intellect in such a powerful way that you will have the ability to master any subject, no matter how complex the vocational calling. You will thrive in a supportive and Christ-centered culture dedicated to helping you realize your potential. Our education is not an education for the faint of heart, but for those willing to accept the bold and challenging call from God to become the great men or women that He wants them to be. Dare to join us. Dare to be great.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals Radio Network.
Hello all and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals Baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium tonight as the Winchester Royals came in looking for a win and improve on the record to 12-15 as they're 11-15 right now. They hold the 4th spot in the division over the Front Royal Cardinals in 5th as the Cardinals look to push into that 4th spot and make the playoffs, as that is only a few weeks away here for the Front Royal Cardinals. As Daniel Johnson deals a strike, 1-1 now. So with only, I believe, 14 games left after this one for the Front Royal Cardinals, they stand a game and a half back of the Winchester Royals, who obviously they play tonight. As Johnson deals in 2-1, so he looks in and gets ready for his next pitch. That one's inside as well. 3-1 now as the Winchester Royals are looking for their first base runner of the ball game, going down 1-2-3 in the first 2. So Johnson deals, and that one is over for a strike. So 3-2 now. Thank you for a sponsor for the entire season, not just this game, but every single game. CNC Ice Cream, as that one's hit in the left field. So the first hit of the night for the Winchester Royals comes off the bat of Fenwick Tremble. Again, thank you for sponsoring the Cardinals all season long. And thank you to having your truck here every single night, as CNC Ice Cream does a great job here providing for the fans, providing ice cream on those hot and humid nights, one like this, as well as providing on the long doubleheader days that we have 3 of for here at Bing Crosby Stadium, as this one's bounced onto short. Looks to be playable for Jeff Coate. The throw on to first is in time, and advancing to second base will be Fenwick Tremble, but nice play there by Trent Jeffcoat as he barehanded that baseball and made the throw over to first base. CNC Ice Cream provides ice cream and Italian ices as well as milkshakes, I believe. Don't quote me on that here at the stadium. I know that they do that at their location in Front Royal, Virginia, downtown Front Royal, Virginia on Main Street. But I do not know if they do that here at the stadium. But thanks again for CNC for sponsoring the Cardinals all season long and having ice cream available for these great fans here at Bing Crosby Stadium night in and night out. So thanks again to CNC Frozen Treats. As Daniel Johnson with a runner on second base and 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning looks to keep the Royals scoreless as the 9-hitter for the Royals, Zach Rice, the left fielder on the night, comes up as that one's fouled back. Zach Rice goes to the University of Tennessee Martin. He's a rising junior, hometown of Fort Mitchell, Alabama. So Johnson comes set and deals the 1-1, and that one's over for a strike. Nice pitch right there. Looked to be one of those frisbee sliders that Daniel Johnson throws. So as a sidearmer, that ball tends to have more lateral movement, more than vertical movement, which you will see more from pitchers that throw over the top or at least the 3/4 arm slot. As Johnson looks back to second and deals the 1-2. That one is in on the hands and fouled off by Zach Rice. So Cardinals up early, 3-0 here in the top of the third inning here at Bing Crosby Stadium. As Johnson looks in, set the first 6 batters down in order for the Winchester Royals, but the runner on second base, who is Fenwick Trimble, got a leadoff base hit in this third inning as the pitch is taken low for a ball, 2-2. One of our sponsors on the night, or the one and only sponsor on the night, is Warren County Government. Thanks again for Warren County Government to sponsor this ball game. If you guys go to the Warren County Government page, as the runner's off the third base, the throw on by Brody Popple is not in time. I wasn't sure if he called him safe or out. It was kind of a weird motion there. Looked like he called him out and safe at the same time. But he is safe at third base as Brody Popple made a really nice throw, but Brennan Chisholm just couldn't get the tag down in time. But again, Warren County, thanks for sponsoring tonight's ball game as the 3-2 by Johnson is dealt away for a ball. So first and third here with 1 out, and the Winchester Royals threatening here, down 3-0. If you guys are looking for the Warren County Government website, it's Warren County, WarrenCounty, VA.gov. If you guys go to their website and you go to their homepage, and you'll see a bunch of banners pop up about how do I government, business, residents, and e-services. So you guys can learn all about the Warren County government and Warren County in general, their location, how they were started, and ways to get jobs here in Warren County and more. So thanks again for Warren County sponsoring this game.
No batting. Number 46.
We really appreciate you guys doing that on the night. And this one, as we just saw a base hit from the Winchester Royal hitter Leighton Banjof. He led off the game for the Winchester Royals as Johnson gives up his first run of the ball game here in the top of the third. But the Cardinals still lead 3-1 as they scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning off of a Trent Jeffcoat single and a 2 RBI single by Sam Daggers to give them an early 3-0 lead. So Daniel Johnson looks back to second and deals the 0-1. That one's inside for a ball. 1-1 now. Will Marcy again coming up to the plate. He has 1 home run on the season, looking for home run number 2. RBIs 11 and 12 on the bases right now if he can drive them in. He's coming with a 343 average as that one's taken away, and Brody Popple faked a back pick over to first base. So Banjof gets in safely, and standing at second is Zach Rice. So Daniel Johnson comes set here. He looks over to second base and deals the 2-1. That one is over for a strike, 2-2 now. So comment section is open. So for any of you guys in the comment section, fan of the Front Royal Cardinals, live in Warren County if you guys live in Warren County at all, whether that be the town of Front Royal or not. As this one's grounded on the short. The play to second is in time. What a play by Trent Jeffcoat and Christian Campbell on the receiving end to pick that baseball. But if you guys live in Warren County or in Front Royal, Virginia, we would love for you guys to comment in the comment section to let us know your favorite part about living here at Front Royal, Virginia, or living in the county, in Warren County, as Front Royal Cardinals baseball is one of the great activities to do. But let me know your favorite things to do here in Front Royal, as this one is delivered for a ball 0-1. So the 0-1 here is dealt, and the throw on the second is in time, I guess. I'll explain the play afterwards, as this is a somewhat difficult play to go over. But so the hitter at the plate was Will Long. Will Long took a strike right down the middle, as the runner on first base, who was Will Marcy following a fielder's choice, took off for second base. Zach Rice was standing on third base, and it was a typical offensive first and third play. So Marcy took off from first and intentionally got out at second base as Brody Popple threw down. He stopped in the middle of the baseline in order to get out intentionally and allow Zach Rice to score. So it makes it a 2-3 ball game, as thrown out at second base is Will Marcy to end the top of the third. But the Royals do strike for 2 runs. We will go to a short sideline break as the Cardinals look to extend on their 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning, or the 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the third, and looking to push into the playoffs. As we thank all of you guys for listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network. We will see you guys after this short break.
TLC Settlements is a proud sponsor of the 2022 Cardinals. When buying, selling, or refinancing your investment, TLC Settlements, LLC believes that every transaction is important, no matter how big or how small. The trustworthy team of Tracy, Lucy, and Christy bring 55-plus years experience in the industry. We are dedicated to and take pride in the service that we give to each and every customer. Although we do many closings each month, every closing is very important to us. Our service speaks for itself at TLC Settlements.
Hello all, and welcome back to Front Row Cardinals Baseball here at the Front Row Examiner live YouTube page and the Stretch Internet Radio Network, home of the Cardinals all season long. We thank you guys for coming and watching here at Bing Crosby Stadium. The Cardinals are up 3-0, looking to extend on their lead. They're up 3-2, rather. I don't know why I keep saying 3-0. They're up 3-2 as the Royals just struck for 2 runs in the top of the third inning here, as Jeffcoat steps in 1 for 1 with an RBI so far on the night, as Ostrosky deals, and that one's popped over to third base. That one's going to land foul, though. So Trent Jeffcoat started off the night with a base hit to right field, driving in Dallas Height, the first run of the ball game for either side, and the Cardinals went up 1-0 in the bottom of the third. They extended that to a 3-0 lead following a 2 RBI single by Sam Daggers. And then, as I just mentioned, the Winchester Royals just strike for 2 runs in the top of the third to make this a 3-2 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. So Jeffcoat takes up high for a ball 1-1. Welcome to Warren County, employees and families. Are you interested in working for Warren County? We are constantly looking for qualified people to fill in for available jobs in the county. Our website, you will find information on current employee opportunities, job applications, descriptions, and contact information should you have any questions. So visit the Warren County Government Center at 220 North Commerce Avenue in Front Royal, Virginia, or call 540-636-4600. Or if you guys would like to, you guys can look up the Warren County government at warrencountyva.gov, which is their website, warrencountyva.gov. So Trent Jeffcoat fouls that one back, and it's now a 2-2 count. So Jeffcoat will wait for the Ostrosky 2-2 dealing, and that one is over for a strike, and that one's going to be popped up to short, and that play is going to be made, as that's 5 straight batters retired here for the Front Royal Cardinals. Following the 3-run bottom of the first, Ostrosky has done a nice job to come on, not allow a single run yet to the Front Royal Cardinals, and has not given up a base runner yet to the Cardinals either. So Ostrosky deals, and that one's outside. So I am mistaken. That is the 6 batters set down in a row for Ostrosky, as he deals to Drew Camp. That one swung on and hit in the left center field. That one's going to fall. So he has now given up his first hit and first base runner to the Front Royal Cardinals, as Drew Camp jogs in easily to second base with a 1-out double here for the Front Royal Cardinals. That was a nice piece of hitting to the gap, as we're going to see Jojo Jackson step to the plate. Switch hitter batting from the right side here.
Now batting, number 25, Jojo Jackson.
With 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Cardinals look to extend their 3-2 lead over the Winchester Royals, as Ostrosky is on the mound. He came in for Tatum Waddy, who only recorded 1 out in the 1st inning before being taken out by head coach Mike Smith. So he looks back to second, and Drew Camp with a great jump over at second base. Stole third easily without a throw. So Drew Camp not known for his speed, but Ostrosky and the second baseman Leighton Banjof gave him no looks over at second base, which allowed him to just basically run off the bag and get a running head start over to third base. And by the time Ostrosky lifted to go to the plate, Drew Camp was halfway to third, and this one's hitting the left field, and that's going to be a base hit by Jojo Jackson. So Jojo couldn't get the job done with second and third in the 1st inning, but does get the job here in the bottom of the 3rd, as he drives in Drew Camp following his 1-out double. Jojo Jackson drives him in with a RBI single with 1 out here. So Sam Daggers, who had a 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 1st, looks to do even more damage here against the Royals, as the Cardinals go up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Ostrosky deals, and that one's going to be over for a strike. 0-1 here to Sam Daggers. Ostrosky looks over to first, and that one's not in time. Daggers looks at a ball high, so 1-1 now here on Sam Daggers from Ostrosky. That one swung on and hit into left center field. That one is going to fall for a base hit. That one's going to probably score Jojo Jackson, as the center fielder Will Marcy dove for that baseball. Jojo Jackson's being sent home, and he's going to slide in safely. So a 1-out double to push the lead to 5-2 here for the Front Royal Cardinals, as Sam Daggers gets into second with a standing RBI double. That's 2 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd here for the Front Royal Cardinals, as they look to be clicking on offense here early in this ballgame against the Winchester Royals.
Now batting, Number 10, Christian Campbell.
So Ostrosky steps off the mound here as there's going to be another pitching change, and out to the mound comes Mike Smith. And instead of going to a break, I will let you guys know who Mike Smith is. Head coach Mike Smith. The Winchester Royals are very excited to have him here, as has 15 years of experience in the Valley Baseball League and has coached over 55 players to be drafted into the MLB. In his 15 years here at the Valley Baseball League, he has served as field manager, assistant coach, general manager, and head coach for 5 different teams here in the Valley Baseball League. In 2010, Coach Smith was an assistant and first base coach for the Winchester Royals. He has served as an associate scout for the Kansas City Royals from 2008 to 2015. Coach Smith was also a bench coach for the Shenandoah University from 2004 to 2005. So he's a great guy to know here in the baseball community. If you are looking to advance your spot in or if you're looking to play at the next level, I'm sure he has connections as he was an associate scout for the Royals. Coach Smith is now the head coach at Clark County High School and has been coaching the high school for 25 years. He was the Bull Run and North Virginia Daily Coach of the Year in 2001 and 2003, so congrats to him. Region B Coach of the Year in 2003, and Coach Smith was named the Winchester Star Coach of the Year in 2001, 2003, and 2018. He has been selected 4 times to coach in the Mid-Atlantic Baseball All-Star Game. So congratulations to head coach Mike Smith for all he has done in his baseball career and all that he has been doing for the Winchester Royals, as he took out his pitcher Shane Ostrosky and brings in, can't see the number just yet, so I'll let you guys know when I see the number who the new pitcher is. 36, so number 36, Avery Stevens, is rising senior out of Mercer University. He's a righty-righty, 6'4", 250 pounds. Hometown of Valdosta, Georgia. So he comes into this ball game down 5-2 here. He has a runner on second base and 1 out, as the new hitter will be Christian Campbell. Campbell coming into the at-bat 0 for 1. I'll let you know what he was doing in the game once point streak updates. So Campbell is delivered the first pitch, and that one's bunted down the third base line. Great bunt right there by Christian Campbell, as he will be out on a sac bunt, but Sam Daggers will get over to third base. So nice job there by Christian Campbell. Kind of interested that they bunted him with 1 out, because now 2 outs, you need a base hit in order to score the run instead of just needing a fly ball of some sort. But nonetheless, Carlton Harper will come up with a runner on third base and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Royals scored 2 in the top half of this inning, and the Cardinals come in and score 2 in the bottom half, as Harper looks at a strike right there. That one's fouled back. Speaking of foul balls, are you tired of hot steering wheel and baking car interiors, painful sunlight glare, your car's interior fading, high AC bills in your home, fading furniture and decor, worrying who can see in your windows? Well, there's an easy solution to that, and that's call the Sun Stoppers window tinting today at 540-227-0640. Thank you for window tinting to sponsoring this year's foul balls here at Bing Crosby Stadium, as that one was grounded onto short, and the shortstop on the night for the Winchester Royals, Dean Bittner, made an error, allowing Carlton Harper to stand on first base, but it also allows this sixth run of the evening for the Front Royal Cardinals to cross the plate. So it's now 6-2 here for the Front Royal Cardinals in the bottom of this third inning as Brennan Chisholm comes to the plate. Brennan Chisholm coming into this at-bat 0 for 1. And I am back. So it's a 2-1 count here to Brennan Chisholm with 2 outs here in the inning as Carlton Harper reached on an error, and the run also scored off of that error as Brennan Chisholm looks at a strike. Now 2-2 here. So look over to first is not in time as Avery Stevens is in this ball game. I did do a little player introduction for Stevens, but coming into this ball game, he has pitched. This is his 4th game that he will pitch. 3 2/3 innings so far as Chisholm looks at a ball outside 3-2, so that will release the runner Carlton Harper at first base. But coming into this ball game, Stevens has pitched 3 2/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run. He has 4 strikeouts and a 2.45 ERA as this one is grounded on the third by Chisholm. The throw on to first is not scooped, so that's going to be another error. And Carlton Harper will go to third. Brennan Chisholm will go to second base, and the Cardinals are set up second and third here with 2 outs in the bottom of this third inning against the Winchester Royals. As my favorite walk-up song, and the man coming to the plate is going to be Brody Popple, who will turn around and hit from the left side as the first 2 pitchers, Ostrosky and Tatum Waddy, were lefties. So Brody Popple hit from the right side, but as a switch hitter, he will turn around and hit from the left side here against Avery Stevens, the right-handed pitcher. So bottom of the third, Cardinals up 6-2 here over the Winchester Royals. This one's delivered and swung through for a strike to Brody Popple. Brody Popple behind the dish tonight. We've seen him at multiple spots, left, right, third, and catcher so far this year. But his primary is catcher, so he's behind the dish in his primary spot tonight as he's in an 0-2 hole here to Avery Stevens. Popple's dealt the 0-2. This one's popped into short left field. This looks to be playable for Zach Rice and is. So the inning will be over, but the Cardinals do score 3 runs in this inning on, I believe, 2 hits, as well as 2 errors committed by the Winchester Royals. So we will go into the top of the 4th inning with the Cardinals up 6-2 over the Winchester Royals. And Daniel Johnson coming back out for his 4th inning of work here at Bing Crosby Stadium. So I'll see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Winchester on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page and Stretch Internet Radio Network. I'll see you guys after the break.
The Wines Family and Wines Bookkeeping LLC are proud supporters of the Front Royal Cardinals. Wines Bookkeeping specializes in a variety of business and tax services with outstanding support. We understand how busy you are, and with our expertise, we can take our care of your business needs quickly and effectively. Wines Bookkeeping has been serving the Front Royal area for over 50 years. Wines Bookkeeping LLC, your business services professionals.
Hello all, and we welcome you back to Front Row Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Tonight so far the Cardinals are up 6-2 over the Winchester Royals. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game is Warren County Government. If you guys look on their webpage, you guys can look at various information for Warren County and about Warren County, but you can look at the government section, which will give you a list of employees at the list of employees for Warren County. And if you guys are looking for business permits, business licenses, business taxes, comprehensive plans, and more under the business department for Warren County, look at their website at warrencountyva.gov/business. You guys can also look for citizenship appointments, schools, resources, and more under the residents section of their webpage at warrencountyva.gov. So thank you tonight for Warren County Government to sponsoring this game. We'll have little tidbits and facts about Warren County going on throughout the game, as we ask for any of you guys in the comment section that live in Warren County to please comment what you guys have experienced here in Front Royal or in Warren County in general. We'd love to hear what you guys think, and we'd love to hear your experiences. If you guys are watching through the Front Royal Examiner page or through the Royal Examiner page that you get to through the Front Royal Cardinals page, when you press Watch Now, you guys can either go to the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page on YouTube at Front Royal Examiner, or you guys can press the little Watch on YouTube button at the bottom of your screen on the live stream for the Front Royal Examiner. So if you guys are looking to comment or put something in the comment section, please do that, as Daniel Johnson deals the 2-2, and that one is up but fouled back by the hitter Will Long. His at-bat was cut short due to a runner thrown out at second base. So the pitch is inside, ball 3. Now a payoff pitch to Daniel Johnson will be coming. This one's popped up and just popped to second base. Christian Campbell has a beat on it, and he makes the play. So first out is retired. Will Long will head back to the dugout, and coming up is Chase Bryant, the first baseman on the night for the Winchester Royals, as Johnson is still on the mound for the Cardinals.
Now batting, number 20, Chase Bryant.
This one's popped into left field, and that one's going to fall in front of Jojo Jackson as the sinking line drive will land for a base hit, and Chase Bryant will stand on first base with one out here in the top of the fourth. So first pitch swinging right there for Chase Bryant is the right fielder Chase Nixon is going to be coming to the plate. Chase Nixon coming into this ballgame with a 17 for 59, 1 home run, and 10 RBIs. It's a 288 average. He is 0 for 1 in this ballgame so far as Johnson deals, and that one is low for a ball, 0 and 1 and 0. So Johnson sets and deals. That one's outside, ball 2. If you guys could see Johnson right there, he paused for a little bit longer than he normally does. That is just to fool the runner on first base, not allow him to get a good jump and time Johnson as he comes set. He deals the 2-0, and that one's popped over to left field, and running out of room is Chisholm and Popple. So we saw earlier in this ballgame that Drew Camp got a free stolen base, rather, on when he timed up the pitcher's delivery, Shane Ostrosky. He timed them up perfectly and was able to steal third base without a throw, without even a worry. He got in there standing. And Drew Camp, not a guy with great speed, as Johnson deals the 2-1. That one swung on into the right center field gap. That one's going to get down off the base of the wall. So Chase Nixon will get into second with the double, and held at third base will be the first baseman, Chase Bryant. So Nixon going into second with the double, and Bryant going into third. So quickly, 2 runners in scoring position for the Royals as they're down 6-2 here against the Cardinals.
Now batting, number 12.
Johnson in his 4th inning of work as Dean Bittner comes to the plate. But as I was saying, Drew Camp got a great jump and timed the pitcher perfectly and got to third base without a throw, without any worry, as he got him there standing. And he's not a guy with great speed, but that is a reason why Johnson was mixing up his timing, his delivery. So then the runner on first, as this one's grounded on to third, Chisholm throws on to first. That one's in time. So 2 outs here with second and third for the Winchester Royals as Bittner grounds out to third. But that's why Daniel Johnson was mixing up his pitch timing and his delivery, as he didn't want Chase Bryant to have a free stolen bag and really not give Popple a chance to throw him out if he were to go. But now Fenwick Trimble coming to the plate. Trimble's 1-for-1 with the single to left field. He got the first hit of the night for the Winchester Royals as Daniel Johnson set the first 6 guys down in order. That one's taken outside for a ball, 1-0. So Daniel Johnson comes set, looks to second base, and delivers the 1-1. That one's up the middle. Looks to be playable for Christian Campbell, and is. The throw on to first is not in time, but a great play to stop the runner from second, Chase Nixon, from scoring, as it will still be ruled a hit, and the Royals will still score a run. But great play to stop 2 runs from scoring by Christian Campbell, making a diving play on his way to center field as he was moving to his right. But Daniel Johnson giving up his 3rd earned run of the night. He has allowed runs in now 2 straight innings. Johnson comes set and will deal. That one's hit onto the left side. Chisholm makes the play at third base, so the inning is retired. Daniel Johnson does give up a run, but gets out number 3 before any more can be done. So, again, the Royals score 1 on 3 hits there in the top of the 4th inning as they trail the Cardinals 6-3 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Front Royal Examiner and listening live on the Stretch Internet Radio Network. We will see you guys after the break.
I'm JB Howler, President and CEO of US Inspect Group, the country's largest home inspection company. We operate nationally across 24 MSAs, and our 30-year-old brand has delivered 3 million inspections. The best real estate brokerages in the country love us because we help their real estate agents get deals closed faster, and we protect their customers. We have a proven business model and positive EBITDA. With new investors, new management, new board, and new products, our mission is to make home inspections as simple and painless as ordering an Uber.
This message is brought to you by US Inspect. For more information, find them online at usinspect.com.
Welcome to Hazard Mill Farms, located in the beautiful Appalachian foothills of Virginia. The farm offers lodging, a retreat center, and catering. We also offer a wide range of outdoor activities and recreation. Located on the banks of the Shenandoah River, we invite you to enjoy many river activities, swimming, tubing, and canoeing. We provide many options for your wedding and other events. If you want a peaceful place to relax, spend time with family, simply enjoy the beauty of the surrounding area, or host a killer event, Hazard Mill Farms is the perfect place for you. All of our rental spaces are available for your special event. Visit hazardmillfarm.com to reserve today.
Welcome back here to Front Row Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium as Stevens deals a ball to Dallas Height. I gave you guys a little bio on Mike Smith, the head coach, so I might as well do the same for Clint Marsh, the head coach for the Front Royal Cardinals. Before coaching at Bishops, Coach Marsh served as a volunteer assistant at Barton College in Wilson, North Carolina during the COVID-shortened season of 2020, and spent last season as the assistant coach and pitching coordinator at Andrew College in Cuthbert, Georgia in 2021, as Height fouls out one back 2-2. During the summer of 2021, Marsh was the pitching coach of the Waynesboro Generals in our own Valley Baseball League. The Generals finished second in the South Division and ended the season with a playoff run, eventually falling short to the Strasburg Express. As Height singles this one up the middle, and that one is going to be hit number 1 for Dallas Height on the evening. He's on base for the second time tonight as he reached on a walk in his first at-bat. In the 2021 Valley Baseball League season, the Generals pitching staff forced opposing teams to a .241 average over the season. In 2021, Marsh was the pitching coach for the Martinsville Mustangs of the Coastal Plains League. His pitching staff has 2 draft picks in the 2021 MLB draft, including Kevin Copps and Patrick Halligan, along with the free agent signee Logan Campbell. Prior to beginning his coaching career, that one's popped into left field, so Dallas Height and Trent Jeffcoat will reach on 2 straight singles. But prior to his coaching career, Marsh played at Division II baseball in Concord University in Athens, West Virginia, and as well as Barton College in Wilson, North Carolina. Speaking about leading the Cardinals this year, Coach Marsh said, "After coaching the Generals last year, I knew I wanted to be back in the Valley Baseball League. I'm excited about our roster, which includes a diverse group of young men from all geographic locations and divisions of baseball who come together and play at a high level." So thank you for Coach Marsh to coming to the Front Row Cardinals for this season, and we hope to finish strong, as right now we are 11-18, but looking to make it 12-18 following this ball game, as they're up 6-3 over the Winchester Royals here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Drew Camp faces a 1-1 count with runners on first and second following 2 base hits by Dallas Height and Trent Jeffcoat. There's still nobody out here for the Cardinals, so Camp takes outside 2-1. Drew Camp in his second at-bat with a 1-out double and then scored on a base hit by Jojo Jackson after he stole third base. So Avery Stevens looking to limit the damage here as the 2-1 is dealt in low for a ball, 3-1, as the throw to first is not in time. Trent Jeffcoat almost got back-picked at first base. Nice heads-up play by Will Long, and nice job by Trent Jeffcoat to get back into first safely. So Drew Camp with a 3-1 count here against Avery Stevens. Good speed on the bases as the 3-1 is dealt and popped into left field. This one is going to be thrown home, and it's not going to be in time as Dallas Height gets in safely at the plate, and the throw to third is not in time by the catcher, so Trent Jeffcoat gets to third base on the single. Dallas Height scores, and the Cardinals are now up 7-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nice piece of hitting there by Drew Camp. That one roasted into left field. And with Dallas Height's speed, it was an easy send for Clint Marsh, the head coach. And Trent Jeffcoat advanced on the throw as the throw home was not in time, but Jeffcoat with heads-up base running and good speed got to third base, and the catcher, Will Long, was not able to throw him out. As Jojo Jackson takes a ball low in the dirt. Now 1-0 here to Jojo Jackson. So standing on first following the RBI single is Drew Camp, and standing at third is Trent Jeffcoat. as Jojo takes up and away for a ball. Cardinals have been leading this entire game, but they're really just one hit away from blowing this one open. A base hit right here would would extend it to a 5-run lead, but they're hoping that a big hit, if a home run is hit here, it will be a 10-3 ball game as Drew Camp steals second base with ease, but Jojo Jackson swings at a ball in the dirt. So it's 2-1 here on Jojo Jackson with nobody out. Second and third now. Drew Camp at second, Jeff Coate at third. Not great speed on the bases, but hitting the right spot. 2 runs could score on a base hit as Jackson awaits the 2-1 from Stevens. This one swung and hit into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Dallas Height rounding third. He's going to score easily as the Cardinals extend their lead to 9-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning, scoring 3 runs in this inning. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, and they scored 3 in the bottom of the 1st inning. So up 9-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Front Royal Cardinals, as Coach Mike Smith will be coming out for his 3rd pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Jojo Jackson delivers a big 2 RBI single here on that last pitch, and now we will see a pitching change. So we'll come back to you after the break when we see who the new pitcher is, and I'll introduce to you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening on Stretch Internet Radio Network, home of the Front Royal Cardinals all season long.
265, that's 524.
Woods Cove Assisted Living has been working with families for over 15 years to offer quality care to patients who need additional support. We concentrate on working with our residents in need of this kind of support and delivering health care and other essential services in the solace of their new home. Our demonstrated track record of providing improved quality of life for our residents is evident in the satisfaction our families feel and the contentment our residents experience daily. We focus on quality healthcare that is family-centered and involve you, their family in their healthcare plan. We understand that the services we provide should reflect the care a family member would afford our residents. Contact us at 540-636-6611 or visit us at 201 West Kreiser Road in Front Royal. At Woods Cove, your family is our family.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals Radio Network.
Hello all and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals Baseball. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, we have a 3rd pitching change here for the Winchester Royals, as they've allowed 9 runs so far to the Front Royal Cardinals, 8 of those being earned on 9 hits for the Front Royal Cardinals. The last 2 runs came off of an 2 RBI single by Jojo Jackson, which snuck through the right side. So now coming on the pitch will be number 26, or number 24 rather, Riley Hugh. He's a righty hitter, lefty thrower, 6'3", 235 pounds. He's a sophomore out of the College of Central Florida, hometown of Davenport, Florida. He's listed at 6'3", but he looks much bigger than that as he stands on the hill awaiting his first batter, which will be Sam Daggers, who will come to the plate. He's 2 for 2 so far with an 2 RBI single and a RBI double. He, I believe, came around to score 2 runs so far in this ball game. One run rather in this ballgame, but he does have 3 RBIs, so a nice night so far for him, as Jojo Jackson will stand on first base, and Hugh is still finishing his warm-up pitches out there for the Winchester Royals. So we will take a short station identification before coming back to action.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals Radio Network.
And welcome back here. Sam Daggers steps up to the plate. So Hugh coming into this ball game so far with a 0 ERA. He's tied for first as Tatum Waddy came into this game with a 0 ERA as well, but he pitched poorly, giving up 3 runs in the first inning, only getting 1 out, so that will go up. As Hugh has 4 2/3 innings, no earned runs, 2 walks and 7 strikeouts with 2 saves, so used in a closer's role, but right here just looking to limit the damage. That one's fouled off. Thank you tonight for our foul sponsor of the season, Sunstoppers Window and Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. So Sam Daggers awaiting the 1-1 here from Hugh. That one's looked at for a ball low, 1-1 here. So far for the Winchester Royals, this is the 4th pitcher of the night, the 3rd pitching change as I've stated. Avery Stevens, the last victim of the Front Royal Cardinals offense so far, as Shane Ostrosky and Tatum Waddy started off the game giving up 6 runs combined for those 3, and then so far Avery Stevens has given up 3 himself. So each pitcher giving up 3 runs, 3 earned runs to the Front Royal Cardinals so far. Now, if the runner on first, Jojo Jackson, were to score, that is the responsibility of Avery Stevens, so it will go on his earned run list of on the stats for him on the season. As the throw on to first by the lefty Riley Hugh is not in time. This lefty Riley Hugh does have the ability to lift and still be able to pick off at first base. As a lefty, you're able to do that, and righties can do that to third base, but that's not nearly as common, as this is the 3rd lefty we've seen so far for the Winchester Royals. So Hugh deals the 3-1. That one is upstairs and away, ball 4. So first and second here with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Cardinals already up 9-3, looking to extend that as Christian Campbell comes to the plate.
Now batting number 10, Christian Campbell.
We heard 2 different walk-up songs here for Christian Campbell, as the first one was his old walk-up song, and that last one played was his new one. He just changed that today, so he came up to the booth earlier today and was like, hey, I want to change my walk-up song, and then it was changed, but the last song was his old one, so that's why it was played accidentally. But here, Christian Campbell with an 0-1 count on him as he fouled that one back by Riley Hugh, the lefty on the mound right now. Jojo Jackson leading off of second base, and that one's delivered over for a strike. 0-2 now on Christian Campbell. Again, as I mentioned, the Winchester Royals have now pitched their 4th pitcher here with Riley Hugh, and the Cardinals still on their first pitcher, Daniel Johnson, as Johnson has gone 4 innings so far for the Cardinals, giving up 3 earned runs, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, as this ball gets away from the catcher, Will Long, and to 3rd will go Jojo Jackson, and to 2nd will go Sam Daggers. So Hugh looks back to second base. Campbell awaiting the 1-2, and he is down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So Campbell will walk back to the dugout, leaving runners on 2nd and 3rd for Carlton Harper to try and do the job.
Now batting number 31, Carlton Harper.
So Carlton Harper coming to the plate. So far, Harper's 0 for 2 in this ball game, looking to get his first base hit and get RBIs 3 and 4 on the season with the base hit right here. So Hugh deals, and this one's fouled back. So Harper steps in. He started off the season really well for the Cardinals and then didn't get too much playing time in his 13th game here, I believe. 13th or 14th game. He's coming into his 12th game, rather. This is his 12th game, not 13th. So he swings and misses at a slider right there, 0-2 now, as Hugh looks to get out of a second and third jam and nobody out as he struck out Christian Campbell and is looking to do the same to Harper as he deals. That one's fouled back. So able to stay alive here is Carlton Harper with runners on second and third in the form of Jojo Jackson on third and Sam Daggers on first. So Carlton Harper looks at a ball low, now 1-2, as Hugh is looking to get a big second out of the inning. The infield is playing in here, which is both a positive and negative thing. It will cut down the run at the plate, but it does allow for softer ground balls to get through, as this one gets to the backstop and Jojo Jackson will score. So run number 10 on the ball game, and Carlton Harper appears to injure himself after trying to get out of the way of the baseball, as that one got close up and into him. But nonetheless, a run does score. So moving to third is Sam Daggers, and scoring on the play is Jojo Jackson, and the Cardinals just 3 runs away from being up 10 runs in this ballgame. So Carlton Harper looks to be a little shaken up, but he should be fine to continue this at bat. It's now a 2-2 count here on Carlton Harper from Riley Hugh, the pitcher that just came into the ballgame for the Winchester Royals. With one out here, the infield still playing in as this one's popped foul to the left side. But again, as I said, the infield playing in does open themselves up to weaker ground balls getting through the hole. Jojo Jackson was one of the main benefiters of that one, as the base hit he had to right field was not hit particularly hard, but hit in the right spot, as this one's inside to Harper, now 3-1. Or 3-2, rather. But Jojo Jackson snuck a ball into right field. I don't think that would have been a base hit had the infield been playing back, but it does give the defense a chance to cut down the run at the plate, as the 11th run for the Cardinals is waiting 90 feet away in the form of Sam Daggers, as this one swung on a miss from Carlton Harper. So Hugh with a huge strikeout right there. The score remains 10-3 here, but coming up is Brennan Chisholm.
Number 19.
Chisholm, I believe, has struck out and grounded out to third base so far on the evening. No, 2 ground balls, rather. 1 to third, 1 to short. So Chisholm looking to get a base hit, his first base hit of the night so far, as he looks at a strike 0-1. Chisholm takes for a ball right here, 1-1 now. So the 1-1 to Chisholm is fouled back. 1-2 here on Chisholm. That one gets away from the catcher, and the 1-2 is dealt and away. Now a run will score for the front row Cardinals in the form of Sam Daggers. So 2-2 count to Brennan Chisholm here, but run number 11 for the front row Cardinals here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as they are now piling the runs on against the Winchester Royals. as I mentioned when Jojo Jackson was up, the Front Royal Cardinals were looking to blow this game wide open. And they have done just that here in the bottom of the fourth inning, scoring 5 runs after the Royals cut it to a 6-3 ball game. It's now an 11-3 ball game following a 5-run bottom of the fourth here for the Cardinals. As Chisholm looks at a ball outside, now 3-2. So he has the chance to get on here for the Front Royal Cardinals. As so far in this inning, they have, I would like to say, 4 hits. As Chisholm awaits the 3-2. It's dealt, and that one's popped up. Looks to be playable for Chase Bryant, and is. So out number 3 is recorded, but not before the Cardinals score 5 runs here in the bottom of the fourth inning as they extend their lead to 11-3. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network. I'll see you guys after the break in the top of the fifth as Daniel Johnson comes back out up 11-3.
Overlooking the scenic Shenandoah River in a lovely sylvan setting, our campus is spacious, yet inviting, rich in culture, beauty, and history. It is a setting well-suited for our time-tested Catholic liberal arts curriculum, the same education that has inspired and produced the greatest men and women of Christendom over the past 2,000 years. Inside and outside the classroom, you will experience an integrated life. Here, you will strengthen your intellect in such a powerful way that you will have the ability to master any subject, no matter how complex the vocational calling. You will thrive in a supportive and Christ-centered culture dedicated to helping you realize your potential. Our education is not an education for the faint of heart, but for those willing to accept the bold and challenging call from God to become the great men or women that He wants them to be. Dare to join us. Dare to be great.
Welcome back here to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here on the Front Royal Examiner and Stretch Internet Radio Network, home of the Front Royal Cardinals all season long. Thank you to our sponsor on the night, Warren County Government. Warren County is located on the South Fork of the Shenandoah River. History of Warren County begins when the American Indians between 11,000 and 12,000 years ago first came to this part of the river. As this one's popped into center field, Dallas Height looks to have a beat on it and does, so that's out number 1 quickly. The first time white men came and settled the county, first settled Warren County, that was the Scots and Irish as well as English Quakers. They came in the mid-1600s, and it was officially settled in 1730. So just a little bit of facts here for Warren County. You can find more of these facts at warrencountyva.gov, the official website, and look in the About section. And you can look for history and more of Warren County at warrencountyva.gov. So Daniel Johnson starts the 5th inning with a strike here, as the Cardinals are up 11-3 here in the top of the 5th inning here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Johnson deals in that. Gets a swing and a miss from the leadoff hitter and second baseman on the night, Leighton Banjof. Leighton Banjof mostly hit in the 4 and 5 spot when he came to Bing Crosby Stadium the other times, as Johnson gets a ground ball to second base, booted by Campbell. The throw on the first is not in time, so E4 on Christian Campbell over at second base, but Banjof typically playing
number 46, Will.
The outfield, typically playing left field here for the Winchester Royals. The other 2 times I believe we've seen him here at Bing Crosby Stadium. He's also typically hitting in the 5 spot, but tonight he's the leadoff hitter and playing second base. So a versatility player for the Winchester Royals, as that check swing is fouled back by Will Marcy. Will Marcy playing center field tonight for the Winchester Royals. Cardinals up 11-3 here in the top of the 5th inning as the Winchester Royals looking to bounce back and score 5 or more runs of their own to keep themselves in the ball game. As Daniel Johnson still on the mound for the Cardinals, got the first out off the bat of Zach Rice, the left fielder and 9-hitter on the night for the Winchester Royals. He popped into center. Dallas Height came in and made the play as Johnson gives up a 1-out error. So 2-1 here on Will Marcy, the 2-hitter on the night for the Winchester Royals, and the 3-hitter of the inning here in the top of the 5th rather. As Johnson deals the 2-1, that one's inside for over the inside corner for a strike, 2-2. Will Marcy did not like that call, but nonetheless, he's now in a 2-2 hole with a runner on first and 1 out. That one's outside, 3-2. If Johnson were to complete this inning, it will qualify him for the win as the payoff pitch is dealt. No runner going, but Brody Popple, the ball gets by him as that ball was well outside. Not much Brody could do to try and stop that baseball, but well outside there. Johnson will need to complete this inning in order to qualify for the win as he's up 11-3 here in the top of the 5th inning. I don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen right now, so I guess Daniel Johnson will be given the ball until he just gives up too many runs, as the Cardinals have a healthy 8-run lead right now. So I guess they're just going to let Johnson work until that lead starts to dwindle down more and more. But Johnson deals a strike right there to the 3-hitter Will Long. He's catching tonight for the Winchester Royals. As Johnson deals the 0-1, that one's fouled back. Thank you tonight for our sponsor, Sunstoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. Again, that's 540-227-0640. They are the foul ball sponsor for the Front Row Cardinals here, starting last game, and going for the rest of the season. As this one's popped up, looks to be playable by Drew Camp, but the ball will get out of play, so the count will remain 0-2 here on the 3-hitter Will Long. Coming into this at-bat, Will Long is 0-2. Coming into this game, Will Long has 1 home run under his belt, 10 RBIs, and a .290 average. That is 16 for 55. Home run here would really give a boost to the Winchester Royals as they're down 8 runs here. So Daniel Johnson looks in for a sign. He gets it. The 0-2 pitch here is dealt and over for a strike. That's strike 3. So Daniel Johnson sets Will Long down on strikes here. That is strikeout number 2 for Daniel Johnson. The back pick to first was not in time. Brody Popple could not throw out the runner, but didn't have too big of a lead as Will Marcy got back in safely. So 2 outs here in the top of this 5th inning. Cardinals up 11-3. Last time the Cardinals have scored this many runs at home, I believe, was opening day against Percival as they won that one 15-9. As this one's popped up, looks to be playable, but gets foul. So 0-1 to the next hitter, Chase Bryant, as the throw back from the umpire to Daniel Johnson was behind the back of Johnson, and he just kind of stuck his glove out and made the catch. So nice little athletic play by Daniel Johnson right there. As the Cardinals are two runs away from a 10-run lead. And in order to qualify for the Mercy Rule, they need to have a 10-run lead after 7 innings of play. So if it was a 10-run lead in the top of the 7th and the Royals do not cut that deficit lower than 10, then the game will be over. Or at any point, if the Cardinals are up by 10 runs after the top of the 7th inning, then the ball game will be over. As Johnson deals the 0-2, that one is taken outside for a ball. I think time was called because the umpire just kind of walked away. So it will remain an 0-2 count here on Chase Bryant, the first baseman on the night. He's 1 for 2 so far against Daniel Johnson. As Johnson comes set and deals. The runners are off. The throw to third is high and away, so that one's not going to get the runner going to third base. Brody Popple with the throw. Chisholm with a nice leaping grab to keep that ball from going into left field. So 1-2 here on Chase Bryant. A base hit here will bring it to a 11-5 deficit if Will Marcy can score from second. Now, I don't know Marcy's speed, but the arms in the outfield are strong with Jojo Jackson, Dallas Height, and Sam Daggers out there. Though they will throw out the base runner Marcy if he were to try and advance to home, especially if the ball is shallow enough or hit hard enough to one of those three. I would say Dallas Height probably has the strongest arm that I've seen out of the 3 outfielders out there. I have not seen Dagger's arm too much, neither with Jojo Jackson, with both of those players, with Jojo being injured for quite a long time, and Dagger's a new addition to the team. As this one's grounded on to Christian Campbell at second base, and the throw is in time, so no need to go over the outfielder's arms, as that might be it for Daniel Johnson. He pitched 5 innings, 3 earned runs on 5 hits. He will exit this ball game the pitcher of record if the Cardinals were to win this one and hold on to this lead. So 11-3 ball game going into the bottom of the 5th inning here for the Front Royal Cardinals. And we will see you guys in the bottom of the 5th. Thank you for those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening and listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network, home of the Cardinals all season long. We'll see you guys after the break.
Green to Ground Electrical is a proud sponsor of the Front Royal Cardinals. Green to Ground is a Class A electrical contractor serving the Shenandoah Valley and Northern Virginia region. Building relationships since 2019 by being reliable, dependable, and trustworthy. Offering both residential and commercial services, no job is too big for our team to handle. We are a licensed and insured company, serving customers peace of mind, one circuit at a time.
The Wines Family and Wines Bookkeeping LLC are proud supporters of the Front Royal Cardinals. Wines Bookkeeping specializes in a variety of business and tax services with outstanding support. We understand how busy you are, and with our expertise, we can take our care of your business needs quickly and effectively. Wines Bookkeeping has been serving the Front Royal area for over 50 years. Wines Bookkeeping LLC, your business services professionals.
Hello and welcome back here to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Currently, the Cardinals are up 11-3 over the Winchester Royals as they came into town. 11-15, and the Cardinals 11-18. Brody Popple coming to the dish as I will go over the scores around the Valley Baseball League after the first pitch. And Popple pops this one up. This looks to be playable by Will Long. Tough catcher's pop, but he makes the play, so 1 out here on just 1 pitch. Nice play there by Will Long. Catcher pop-ups are never easy as they have a bunch of backspin, and you just never know how the ball is going to move in the air. But so far in the Valley Baseball League, of course, the Winchester Royals are losing to the Front Royal Cardinals here 11-3 at Bing Crosby Stadium. Over in New Market, Percival is winning 3-1. That game is still live. That game is in the top of the 6th inning. It just went into the bottom of the 6th inning as out number 3 was recorded for the Newmarket Rebels as they look to come back. The Harrisonburg Turks are beating the Covington Lumber. Oh, the game just updated and is now a tie ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning over in Covington. The Charlottesville and Waynesboro game was rescheduled due to a rainout, and the Woodstock River Bandits lead the Strasburg Express 8-1 in the top of the 7th inning at Strasburg. So right now, the only home team winning in the Valley Baseball League is your Front Royal Cardinals, as they're up 11-3 over the Winchester Royals as Dallas Height comes to the plate. That is now a 2-2 count as he fouls that one back. So on the mound is still Riley Hugh as Hugh faces Dallas Height. Height coming into the game, coming into this at bat 1-for-2 and takes a close pitch there for a ball. Now 3-2. He's coming into this at bat 1-for-2 with 2 runs scored as he also recorded a walk. So Hugh will deal the payoff pitch, and Height swings through that one. That's strike 3. So 2 outs quickly here for the Front Royal Cardinals as the Royals look to shut them down for the first time since the 2nd inning. Jeffcoat coming to the plate. He's 2-for-3 so far in this ball game. Jeffcoat also has an RBI single in which he recorded in the very first inning of the ball game. He then got another single in that 5-run bottom of the 4th inning for the Front Royal Cardinals as Height just struck out, and Jeffcoat looks at a ball upstairs, 1-0. Jeffcoat steps in here. The 1-0 is dealt, and that one's upstairs for a ball, 2-0. Home plate umpire on the night looks to have a tight zone as we've seen a lot of borderline pitches go the hitter's way. So he's a very hitter-friendly pitcher, which has clearly helped out the Front Row Cardinals here in this ballgame. It's the 2-0 is dealt, and that one's down the middle for a strike, 2-1 now. So Jeffcoat will look at the 2-1. This one's delivered inside, 3-1 now. So Jeffcoat looks at the 3-1 inside for ball 4. So that is the 3rd time Trent Jeffcoat has gotten on base here in this ball game. Good speed on first base, and Drew Camp coming to the dish. Drew Camp 2-for-3, I believe, so far in this ball game with a double in the left center field gap and a base hit in that bottom of the 4th inning. Correction, Camp is 2-for-2 with a walk so far. I knew he had the 2 hits. I was not sure what he did in that other at-bat as he looks at a ball outside, 1-0. So Jeffcoat with good speed on first base. A double in the gap will definitely score him, especially with 2 outs. He'll be running on contact instead of trying to read the baseball. As this one's dealt the 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. Drew Camp looking for his first home run of the season, coming in with 7 RBIs so far on the year. He has 1 RBI in this ball game. As we will get a pitching visit from the assistant coach for the Winchester Royals. We'll go to a short station notification here for the Front Royal Cardinals during this short little pitching visit.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
And we're back as the mound visit dissipates and catcher Will Long will go back to the plate. So 2 outs here, but runner on first and a 2-0 count here for Drew Camp. Camp, again, looking for his first home run of the season. He has RBI number 8 in this ball game, looking for 9 and 10 with a bomb here. He does have the power to do it. It's just a matter of squaring up the baseball. As the 2-0 is dealt, the runner's off to second base. Trent Jeffcoat will be thrown out, stealing to end the inning. So Drew Camp will come up when the bottom of the 6th happens. The Cardinals go into the top of the 6th, rather, with an 11-3 lead right now. Daniel Johnson looks to come out for his 6th inning of work here, as he has only allowed 3 runs in 5 innings so far. And we will see you guys after the break here on Front Royal Examiner and Stretch Internet Radio Network. Thanks for those of you guys listening and watching live on both of those networks. Home of the Cardinals all season long. We'll see you guys in the top of the 6th with the Cardinals up 11-3.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware. Ah.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it does.
I'm JB Howler, President and CEO of US Inspect Group, the country's largest home inspection company. We operate nationally across 24 MSAs, and our 30-year-old brand has delivered 3 million inspections. The best real estate brokerages in the country love us because we help their real estate agents get deals closed faster, and we protect their customers. We have a proven business model and positive EBITDA. With new investors, new management, new board, and new products, our mission is to make home inspections as simple and painless as ordering an Uber.
This message is brought to you by US Inspect. For more information, find them online at usinspect.com.
Hello and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium, as the Cardinals are up 11-3 here on the Winchester Royals. In the top of the 6th inning, Daniel Johnson coming out for his 6th inning of work as he fires the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Again, thank you for Warren County for sponsoring this baseball game, as this one's popped into left field, looks to be playable for Jojo Jackson, and he makes the play. So 1 out here as Chase Nixon flies out to left center field. Thank you to Warren County for sponsoring this game. Again, you guys can go to their website and find anything you want to know about them. They have e-services, anything about the business side, anything about residing here at Warren County, any government employees that you would like to know or contact, and anything about getting permits, licenses, and more here in Warren County. Thank you for Warren County for sponsoring this game here at Bing Crosby Stadium against the Winchester Royals here on July 7th, 2022. You guys can visit the Warren County page at warrencountyva.gov. That's WARRENCOUNTY va.gov. Again, that's WARRENCOUNTYVA.gov. So Johnson will deal the 1-2 here. That one is taken outside for a ball, now 2-2. The hitter at the plate for the Winchester Royals is Dean Bittner, the shortstop on the night. He's coming into this game with a 9 for 35. That's a 257 average, but he is 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. He has 4 RBIs coming into this ball game, but has not had another RBI yet. As Johnson deals the 2-2. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout of the night for Daniel Johnson, as there's now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Winchester Royals looking to come back from an 11-3 deficit so far, as Fenwick Trimble, the man who is responsible for the first hit of the ballgame for the Winchester Royals, comes to the plate. He looks at a pitch outside at 1-0. Johnson deals. That one hits Trimble. So we're on first now with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning for Daniel Johnson on the mound and the Winchester Royals at the plate. Coming up for the Winchester Royals is going to be the
number 7, Junior Maldonado.
DH on the night, Junior Maldonado Jr. So Johnson will deal the 0-0 to Junior, and that one is taken for a strike, 1-0. 0-1 rather. So standing on first base following the hit by pitch is Fenwick Trimble. Walks and hit by pitches, giving up free bases is never a good thing. So let's see if Johnson can work around this one. As this one's popped into right field, Sam Daggers has a beat on it. He makes the play. So out number 3 is recorded. The Cardinals remain up 11-3 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. So if the Cardinals were to score 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning and then hold the Royals scoreless, we will be looking at a mercy rule, but that has to happen first before the mercy rule can be called. So we hope to see you guys in the bottom of the 6th inning here on Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network, as we do have a pitching change, which I will get to after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening. Cardinals up 11-3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
On the 17th of July for the Valley Baseball League.
The Knights of Columbus. Catholic men building a bridge back to faith. There's much work to be done in this world. Good work, necessary work. And that's what the Knights do every day. Assisting the sick and disabled, protecting those who can't protect themselves. Whether they are next door or halfway around the world, this is the journey we are on, our path. We do it to be better husbands, fathers, sons, neighbors, and Catholics. We invest our time, our effort, and our resources into our values: charity, unity, fraternity, patriotism. We come from many places and backgrounds and stages in our lives, but we are all of one faith. It's one thing to say who you are. It's another to live it, to put your values into action. That's what we do at the Knights of Columbus. That's who we are.
Hello and welcome back here at Bing Crosby Stadium here for Front Royal Cardinals baseball. We do have a pitching change. This is going to be the 5th pitcher of the night for the Winchester Royals in the form of Brett Zerbel. Zerbel is a lefty, 6 foot and 200 pounds. He's a sophomore out of Georgia Southern University, hometown of Augusta, Georgia. Coming into this ball game, Zerbel has started 1 game, has pitched 4 in total. 5 1/3 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 runs total. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 11 hits, and an 8.43 ERA so far on the season. So he's looking to shut down the Cardinals' offense here, as they've had an outburst of 11 runs here tonight for these fans here at Bing Crosby Stadium.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 5, Drew Camp.
Drew Camp coming back up as Trent Jeffcoat was thrown out stealing to end the last inning, as he fouls that one off. Tired of hot steering wheel and baking car interiors, painful sunlight glare, your car's interior fading, high AC bills in your home, fading furniture and decor, worrying who can see through your windows? Well, there's an easy solution for that, and that's to call Sunstoppers Window Tinting today at 540-227-0640. Following that foul ball, we just announced the sponsor for the foul balls on the season for the Front Royal Cardinals as Drew Camp strikes out on a high fastball right there. So he'll go back to the dugout for the first time tonight on outs as Jojo Jackson, the 4-hitter on the night, comes back up to the plate. So Jojo stepping in against Zerbal. Zerbal is the 5th pitcher on the night for the Winchester Royals as, again, the Cardinals have outbursted for 11 runs tonight so far. To catch you guys back up with the rest of the league, Covington has now taken the lead over the Harrisonburg Turks as it was tied in the 7th last time I brought that to you guys, and it is now in 7-6 ball game in the top of the 8th in the way of the Covington Lumberjacks. The Woodstock River Bandits are up on the Strasburg Express 8-1 still, as this one's the bottom of the 7th inning. That one's crushed to left field, but that one's going to go well foul as Jojo put a charge into that one. But that will just result in a long foul ball as it's now 1-2 here on Jojo Jackson. So again, bottom of the 7th inning at Woodstock, it's 8-1 as this one swung on and missed. So strike out on Jojo Jackson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Bing Crosby Stadium. The Strasburg Express are threatening, however, in their game. In the bottom of the 7th, they're down 8-1, but the bases are loaded with 2 outs there at Strasburg. In Newmarket, rather, the Percival Cannons have come in and done their job to that point in the game in the bottom of the 7th inning as they lead 3-1 over the Newmarket Rebels. As we come back to action here at Bing Crosby Stadium, Sam Dagger's coming to the dish. Sam Dagger's coming into this at-bat 2 for 2 with a walk and 3 RBIs, as he has an RBI double and a 2 RBI single, as he has also scored 2 runs for the Front Royal Cardinals so far. As Daggers looks at the ball upstairs, and it's now 3-1 to Daggers. Zerbal looks in and deals. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. 3-2 now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. That one swung on and missed, so strike out for Zerbal. That's back-to-back strikeouts for the Front Royal Cardinals as their offense has not scored a run in 2 straight innings now. But they're still up 11-3 going into the top of the 7th, rather, over the Winchester Royals. So we'll see what happens in the top of the 7th inning as a new pitcher comes out in the form of Sean Means. We'll get to him after the break. So we'll see you guys on the other side in the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals up 11-3.
What makes a place great? Is it an incredible landscape, unique in the world, carved over the eons into rolling mountains and gentle valleys? Is it the rivers that sing and shout and flow into breathtaking chasms? Is it the trails that lead over hills and to the edges of beautiful views? Is it the natural places and things, big and small, and the outdoor places that people have enjoyed for generations? Or is it the people themselves? The people who've turned this land into an inviting refuge for art and culture and festivals and celebrations of all the things that make life great. The people who make food grown fresh and served with creativity and care, who make wine and beer and donuts from scratch. People who have shown travelers from all over the world all of the things there are to do and see and experience. What if greatness wasn't one of these things, or even a few of these things, but all of them together?
This message is brought to you by Warren County Government.
Hello and welcome back to Front Row Cardinals baseball. As that one's grounded on to second base and it's not going to be in time. I started speaking and then realized that my mic was off, so sorry if you guys could not hear me. And if you can, I'm sorry for repeating it. But Sean Means is coming into this ball game. He's a righty-righty, 6'4", 165 pounds. He's a rising sophomore at Florida Tech College. His hometown is Naples, Florida. Coming into this game, he has not started the game, but he has pitched in 7 games of relief. 16 2/3 innings, 19 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 5 walks, 17 strikeouts. He has a 1-1 record, 1 save, and a 4.32 ERA for the Front Row Cardinals. The nine hitters, Zach Rice, grounded that ball up the middle, and that play was not made, so a leadoff single here for Zach Rice and the Winchester Royals as they're down 11-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Again, as I stated, if the Cardinals hold the Royals scoreless here as the runner is off to second base, not in time. But if the Cardinals are able to hold the Royals scoreless here in the top of the 7th inning and score 2 in the bottom of this inning, the game will be called due to mercy rule, but that has to happen before the game can be called. So Sean Means in an 0-2 count here to Leighton Banjof, the original leadoff hitter for the Winchester Royals. He's 1 for 3 coming into this at bat. He swings and misses, strike 3. So nice pitch right there from Sean Means. 1 out here in the in the top of the 7th inning. First strikeout there for Sean Means on the night. We do have another defensive change here at Bing Crosby Stadium as Riley Frost goes over to shortstop in place of Trent Jeffcoat. I'm wondering if that is simply a defensive change or if there is some sort of reasoning behind that other than they feel Riley is a better defender over at short, but Jeffcoat has been hot at the plate, so you don't want to take his bat away. But I'm also wondering if that means that Jeffcoat might be injured. I'm not exactly sure, but Sean Means deals the 0-1 there, and that was a slider that held high, so 1-1 here. Thank you to our sponsor on the night, Warren County. Warren County is home to beautiful waterways, natural surroundings, and modern climate. Excellent business opportunities and an outstanding quality of life. We strive to be a thriving community that retains its safe, scenic, friendly, and inviting character with leadership that puts community first and works cooperatively. If you have any questions about Warren County, visit the Government Center at 220 North Commerce Avenue in Front Royal, Virginia, or call 540-636-4600. Again, that's 540-636-4600. So Sean Means with a 1-2 count here on Will Marcy, the center fielder on the night for the Winchester Royals. So far, Marcy is 0 for 2, but he comes into this game with a .343 average, 1 home run, and 10 RBIs. That one swung on and fouled back. Sean Means gets his sign. He looks back to second base. The runner is Zach Rice with a leadoff hit as Means delivers this one upstairs 1-2 on the hitter Will Marcy. So Means looks back to second base. Campbell holding the runner on at second, but this one's popped back, and it will get out of play as it hits the grandstand. Means deals the 2-2. That one's popped up. Looks to be playable for Drew Camp and is. He makes a play, and there's 2 outs now in the top of the 7th inning here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Again, I'd like to shout out Warren County. If you guys didn't know, Warren County was named after Dr. Joseph Warren, one of the earlier founding fathers of America. He's not as well known as the other ones, but he was a notable doctor in the Boston area at the age of 22. Some of his patients were Sam Adams, John Hancock, John Adams, John Quincy Adams. So hopefully you guys know who those are, as they were more known founding fathers here in America. In 1774, Dr. Warren served as president of the Revolutionary Massachusetts Provincial Congress, advocating on behalf of the interest of the colonies while under Britain rule. So little get to know Joseph Warren, who the county is named after. For those of you guys who don't know, a little tidbit on that, as Means deals the 1-1, or Means dealt the 0-1 ball 1-1 as it got away from the catcher, Brody Popple. Means deals, and that one's over for a strike. So 1-2 with 2 outs here for the Front Row Cardinals as they look to shut down the Winchester Royals offense yet again in this ball game, as Royals have only scored in 2 frames so far. As this one's dealt, and nice block there by Brody Popple, but not swung on by the hitter Will Long, the hitter Will Long, the catcher on the night for the Winchester Royals, as Means look to get a swing and a miss over a slider low and away. This one's dealt, and that one swung on and missed. Strike out number 2 for Sean Means in this inning, in his first inning of work. So it's going to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cardinals up 11-3. If they were to score 2 more in the bottom half of this inning, they do win this game due to mercy rule. So I'll see you guys in the bottom of the 7th inning. Thank you for those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on the Stretch Internet Radio Network. We'll see you guys after the break.
TLC Settlements is a proud sponsor of the 2022 Cardinals. When buying, selling, or refinancing your investment, TLC Settlements, LLC believes that every transaction is important, no matter how big or how small. The trustworthy team of Tracy, Lucy, and Christy bring 55-plus years experience in the industry. We are dedicated to and take pride in the service that we give to each and every customer. Although we do many closings each month, every closing is very important to us. Our service speaks for itself at TLC Settlements.
It was a code 10, hard water again. Worst part is Claire was unaware.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
Okay, are you 90?
I'm not.
Okay, secondly, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
And thirdly, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Goodly. I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water. Stay soft, right?
You stay soft.
Good water doesn't just come to you. Oh, wait. In this case, yes, it does.
Hello and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. And those of you guys listening and watching live at the home of the Front Royal Cardinals, the Front Royal Examiner and Stretch Internet Radio Network all season long, as Christian Campbell, the 6th hitter on the night, the second baseman, will step in to lead off this bottom of the 7th inning. As this one's popped into right field, looks to fall, and it does, but just about a foot foul down the right field line. As chasing over was Nixon, Chase Bryant, and the second baseman, Leighton Banjof. So Christian Campbell looking to spark hopefully the mercy rule here for the Front Royal Cardinals. He swings through that one. On the mound is still Zerber for the Winchester Royals. As that one is looked at for strike 3, that's the third time Christian Campbell goes down on strikes for the evening. As coming up to the plate is Carlton Harper, the DH on the night. Carlton Harper coming to this ballgame with a .273 average. 11 games played, 9 for 33. He is 0 for 2 in this 0 for 3 rather in this ballgame so far. As he looks at a ball outside. Harper is 9 for 33, but that is now 9 for 36, so a .250 average as Harper looks at a ball outside. He has 6 walks and 2 RBIs on the season so far with 9 strikeouts and a caught stealing. So Harper in a 2-0 count, that one swung and fouled back. Zerber has done a nice job so far for the Winchester Royals as he's come in and put zeros on the board for them. As Harper looks at the 2-1, that one's hit up the middle, and Leighton Banjof makes the backhanded throw, the backhanded play rather, throws on to first and in time. So Chase Bryant receives out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Winchester Royals as they look to shut down the Cardinals offense for the 3rd inning in a row as Brennan Chisholm comes up to the plate. Chisholm coming into this ball game 0 for 3. He's 0 for 3 so far as he looks at a ball inside. Chisholm playing third base tonight. We've also seen him at second base here at Bing Crosby Stadium. But he has played third base more recently, as well as Christian Campbell. Those two guys have been switching in and out of third base for the past few games as Brennan Chisholm checks his swing, and he did not go around, so 2-1 here. Zerber deals the 2-1. That one's popped up. Looks to be playable by the first baseman, Chase Bryant. And he slips and does not make the play. Thankfully, he is all right, as Coach Jojo Allen had to get out of the way as he went to go make that play. Ball stayed in play, stayed playable, rather, for Chase Bryant, but he did slip as he went to go make the play. So Brennan Chisholm in a 2-2 spot here. As Zerber deals the 2-2. This one's looked at inside for a ball, 3-2 now. Zerber so far for the Royals, 1 2/3 innings, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and 5 batters faced. So the only Royal pitcher so far not giving up a run as Brennan Chisholm looks at a ball outside, ball 4. So the winning run, or rather the mercy rule run, coming up to the plate in the form of Brody Popple as he's taking off his catcher's gear. Popple doesn't have the power to end this game right now on a home run, but definitely has gap-to-gap power as he's a very good line drive hitter. This one's hit up the middle. Leighton Banjof makes the play at second base, flips on to second. Shortstop covering, and that is out number 3. So the Cardinals will go into the top of the 8th inning, up 11-3 so far over the Winchester Royals, looking to gain a game on them for the playoff spot as the Royals hold the 4th spot, which is the final playoff spot in the division. But we will go into the top of the 8th inning. Cardinals up 11-3, and coming out on the mound for his second inning of work is Sean Means. We'll see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening and watching live on the Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page, and those of you guys listening live on Stretch Internet Radio Network.
And hot dogs are now $1. So if you're leaving, pick up a hot dog for $1 on your way out.
Overlooking the scenic Shenandoah River in a lovely sylvan setting, our campus is spacious, yet inviting, rich in culture, beauty, and history. It is a setting well suited for our time-tested Catholic liberal arts curriculum, the same education that has inspired and produced the greatest men and women of Christendom over the past 2,000 years. Inside and outside the classroom, you will experience an integrated life. Here, you will strengthen your intellect in such a powerful way that you will have the ability to master any subject, no matter how complex the vocational calling. You will thrive in a supportive and Christ-centered culture dedicated to helping you realize your potential. Our education is not an education for the faint of heart, but for those willing to accept the bold and challenging call from God to become the great men or women that He wants them to be. Dare to join us. Dare to be great.
Hello and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals, Front Royal Examiner live YouTube page and the Stretch Internet Radio Network. Listening live, home of the Front Royal Cardinals all season long. I'll come back to you guys after this short Cardinals station identification.
You're listening to Cardinals baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
Hey guys, and Sean Means back on the mound for the Front Royal Cardinals as it is now the top of the 8th inning. Chase Bryant, the first baseman on the night, coming up to the plate. Chase Bryant, so far in this ball game, is 1 for 3. Sean Means has pitched 2 nice innings so far for the Cardinals as he's looking to finish his second inning of work. He has pitched 1 nice inning of baseball so far for the Front Royal Cardinals in the top of the 7th inning, only allowing 1 hit and stranding that runner on third base with the top of the order looming after the base hit. So Means deals in that one has hit the batter, Chase Bryant. He's upset about that one as he's clearly in pain. It looked to hit his right hand as he was starting his swing. Looks like he'll remain in the ball game, but there will be a trainer coming out to him to just check to make sure he's all right, doesn't need anything, or doesn't need to be taken out of the ball game as Sean Means will step back on the mound following the hit by pitch. Chase Nixon coming up. He popped out in his last at-bat. Looking to improve on that as the Royals are losing time to start their comeback as they're down 8 runs with only 2 frames of hitting left in the ball game. Nobody out here, runner on first base following the leadoff hit by pitch. Chase Nixon, the right fielder on the night, coming to the plate. So Means delivered the first one outside, 1-0. Now Means delivers, that one's outside again, 2-0. If you guys have nothing to do on Saturday, July 9th, the Cardinals will host the Strasburg Express as they look for hopefully win number 2 in a row. That game will be sponsored by Warren County Department of Social Services and U.S. Inspect. If you guys can come to Bing Crosby Stadium, that's going to be a 7 o'clock start time as the Cardinals hopefully win this game and improve on to 12-18, but then will look to improve to go 13-18 following the Strasburg Express game, as Chase Bryant is getting checked on over at first base. Apparently he's in more pain than he originally thought, so I'll go to a short station notification here during the break.
You're listening to Cardinals baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
So Chase Bryant will be taken out of this ball game. The pinch runner for Chase Bryant will be number 2, Colton Riles. Riles is a righty-righty, 5'10", 180 pounds, a rising sophomore at Pensacola State College, hometown of Hosford, Florida. So following the hit by pitch to the hand, it appeared, Chase Bryant will be exiting the ballgame after just a few pitches. So the 3-0 here to Chase Nixon from Sean Means is delivered, and that one is over for a strike. 3-1 now. Sean Means delivers, and that one's over for a strike as well, so the payoff will be coming. We'll see if the runner on first will be going here with nobody out. It is a payoff pitch either way. So Means looks over to first and deals. The runner is off. The throw to second is made and wild. The throw gets into center field. Dallas Height throws on the third, and the runner is safe. What a bizarre play, as Brody Popple did not throw the ball right away, or he bobbled the transfer, but the runner held up as if it was ball 4. I guess they were waiting on the call from the umpire, but Brody Popple did not throw the ball, so it was strike 3. It could have been an easy strike him out, throw him out if Popple threw the ball right away, or even threw it on target. If that ball was on target, that he probably would have thrown out the new runner, Colton, as ball is delivered over for a strike, 0-1. Ball got into center field, and then Colton was able to get to third as Dallas Height could not get to the ball and make the throw in time, as this one's outside ball 1. So Dean Bittner, the shortstop on the night, coming to the plate, facing a 1-1 count, as Sean Means looks to shut down the Royals offense yet again, as this one's low and out in the dirt. Nice pick right there from Brody Popple. So Means delivers the 2-1. That one is up and away. 3-1 now on Dean Bittner, as Sean Means struggling with command a little bit in this inning so far, as he hit the first batter and then now walks this batter, as coming to the plate now is going to be Fenwick Tremble. Tremble had a base hit, the first base hit of the evening for the Winchester Royals in this ball game over in the 3rd inning, as they rallied to score 2 in that inning, cutting it to a 2-3 deficit. But since then, the Cardinals have scored 8 more runs, and the Royals have only scored 1, making it a 11-3 ball game, as Trimble swings through the first one there. He's 2 for 2 so far in this ball game, coming in 10 for 57, a 175 average, but that certainly will be raised, as it's now a 203 average, as Means deals, and that one's fouled back. Our foul balls here at Bing Crosby Stadium are sponsored by Sun Stoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. Again, that's 540-227-0640. So back to play here as Means delivers the 0-2. That one swung and hit in the center field. That looks to be deep enough to score the run. Height gets under it. He gets behind it. The throw onto the plate will not happen as the throw came into second base. So the Royals will score run number 4, but still down by 7 here in the top of the 8th inning, as the Cardinals scored 11 runs in the first 4 innings, but have not scored since, as that is the first Royals run since the 4th inning. As coming up to the plate now is Junior Maldonado, DHing tonight, but we see him at second base here. The other 2 times, I believe, that the Winchester Royals have come into town, as that one is swung on and missed, 0-1. So Means delivers that one's up and away for a ball. Standing on first is Dean Bittner, the shortstop. He's rocking the I guess low pants, but also somewhat high socks. He has the pants right around his ankles, which is kind of a weird spot. Typically, you see the high socks or low pants, not really the ankle socks almost, or the shin socks. I'm not sure how to call that, but it's now 2-2 here on Junior Maldonado as he swung through that one. So Sean Means looking to get out number 3 here in the top of the 8th inning as he looks over to first to check on Bittner. That swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that is strikeout number 4, I believe. Yep, number 4 for Sean Means as he gets through 2 innings of work, allowing 1 run so far. Cardinals go into the bottom of the 8th inning up 11-4 over the Winchester Royals. And we will see you guys after the break. Thank you for those of you guys listening in on the Front Royal Cardinals, home of the Front Royal Cardinals, the Front Royal Examiner, and Stretch Internet Radio. We'll see you guys after the break in the bottom of the 8th.
Welcome to Hazard Mill Farms, located in the beautiful Appalachian foothills of Virginia. The farm offers lodging, a retreat center, and catering. We also offer a wide range of outdoor activities and recreation. Located on the banks of the Shenandoah River, we invite you to enjoy many river activities, swimming, tubing, and canoeing. We provide many options for your wedding and other events. If you want a peaceful place to relax, spend time with family, simply enjoy the beauty of the surrounding area, or host a killer event, Hazard Mill Farms is the perfect place for you. All of our rental spaces are available for your special event. Visit hazardmillfarm.com to reserve today. TLC Settlements is a proud sponsor of the 2022 Cardinals. When buying, selling, or refinancing your investment, TLC Settlements, LLC believes that every transaction is important, no matter how big or how small. The trustworthy team of Tracy, Lucy, and Christy bring 55-plus years experience in the industry. We are dedicated to and take pride in the service that we give to each and every customer. Although we do many closings each month, every closing is very important to us. Our service speaks for itself at TLC Settlements.
Hello all and welcome back to Front Row Cardinals Baseball here as Dallas Heights steps into the box. He looks at a ball outside 1-0. Up for the Cardinals in this inning, it will be Dallas Heights and the new shortstop, Riley Frost, as Jeff Coate was replaced. This one's fouled back. 1-1 now on Dallas Heights. And then in the 3-hole will be Drew Camp. Really nice night here for the Front Row Cardinals as they've piled on 11 runs as Dallas Heights swings through that one. Dallas Heights surprisingly has not had an RBI so far on the evening as Dallas Heights came into the game leading the team with 18 RBIs. This one's popped in the center field, and the play is made by the center fielder, Will Marcy. Taking over at first base for the injured Chase Bryant is going to be number 40, Corey Dowdle. Dowdle is a righty-righty, 6'3", 300 pounds. He is a rising sophomore at Georgia Southern University, hometown of Kingsland, Georgia. Riley Frost fouls that one back. Again, this is Riley Frost's first at bat after entering into this ball game as a defensive replacement, I would assume, for Trent Jeffcoat. Hopefully there's no injuries there as he looks at a ball 1-1. Riley Frost swings through that one 1-2 now. Again, if any of you guys can make it out to the game on Saturday against the Strasburg Express here at Bing Crosby Stadium at 7 o'clock start time, that game will be hosted by Warren County Department of Social Services and U.S. Inspect. Let's take a quick peek into Strasburg as they are now down 8-2 against the Woodstock River Bandits at Strasburg. The Charlottesville and Waynesboro game was canceled, I would assume, due to weather. The Covington Lumberjacks are now tied with the Harrisonburg Turks in the top of the 10th inning as Riley Frost swings through that one. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning here at Bing Crosby. And we look over to Newmarket, and Purcellville is up 5-1 over the Newmarket Rebels in the top of the 8th inning. So Drew Camp coming to the plate. He swings at first pitch. He pops this one up. That is going to get foul. So Brett Zerbel on the mound for the Winchester Royals. So far the only Royal to hold the Front Royal Cardinals scoreless. As Camp comes into this at bat 2 for 3. Camp has driven in 1 run and has scored 3 as he looks at a strike right there. 0-2 now on Drew Camp. So Drew Camp deals, and that one is low for a ball. 1-2. Zerber deals, that one's fouled back. Zerber deals the next 2-2. That one's inside for a ball. 3-2 now, or 2-2 now. Rather, the count was 1-2. So Zerber again looking to get his team hitting in the top of the 8th inning, or top of the 9th inning, as the Royals look to score at least 7 runs. Down 11-4 here in the bottom of the 8th against the Front Royal Cardinals. I will go over everything in the post-game analysis, mainly how I feel the Cardinals did, how I feel the Winchester Royals did, as this one's popped into center field. That looks to fall for a base hit, and does. So 10th hit of the night for the Cardinals and 3rd hit for Drew Camp. But I'll go over my analysis of the game after the top of the 9th or bottom of the 9th, however, whenever this game ends. As the Cardinals lead this one 11-4 so far in the bottom of the 8th. Drew Camp standing on first. 2 outs here. So stick around for the post-game analysis after the game. It should be a few minutes after the final out is recorded. As Jojo Jackson lifts the ball outside 1-0. Jackson coming into this ballgame 2 for 4. He has 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs on the night, as this one swung on and missed. Jojo has an RBI single to left field as a righty, and an RBI single to left field as a righty, and an 2 RBI single to right field as a lefty. A bit of a tongue twister there, as Jojo Jackson is a switch hitter. He bats righty in this at bat against Zerbel, as he looks at a ball 2-1. So the 2-1 from to Jojo is swung on and fouled back. Again, foul ball. Foul balls are sponsored by Sunstoppers Window Tinting. Call today at 540-227-0640. Again, that's 540-227-0640. That is Sunstoppers Window Tinting, sponsor of the foul balls here at Bing Crosby Stadium. So Jojo awaits the 2-2. Swung on and missed, so strike number 3. But the Cardinals do go into the top of the 9th inning with a 7-run lead, looking for win number 12 on the year, as Sean Means should be coming out. Oh, rather, it is a new pitcher who I will introduce to you guys after the break, as the Cardinals take a 7-run lead into the top of the 9th and just need 3 more outs to secure win number 12 on the season. So we will see you guys after the break.
Woods Cove Assisted Living has been working with families for over 15 years to offer quality care to patients who need additional support. We concentrate on working with our residents in need of this kind of support and delivering healthcare and other essential services in the solace of their new home. Our demonstrated track record of providing improved quality of life for our residents is evident in the satisfaction our families feel and the contentment our residents experience daily. We focus on quality healthcare that is family-centered and involve you, their family, in their healthcare plan. We understand that the services we provide should reflect the care a family member would afford our residents. Contact us at 540-636-6611 or visit us at 201 West Kreiser Road in Front Royal. At Woods Cove, your family is our family.
The Wines Family and Wines Bookkeeping LLC are proud supporters of the Front Royal Cardinals. Wines Bookkeeping specializes in a variety of business and tax services with outstanding support. We understand how busy you are, and with our expertise, we can take our care of your business needs quickly and effectively. Wines Bookkeeping has been serving the Front Royal area for over 50 years. Wines Bookkeeping LLC, your business services professionals.
Hello and welcome back to Front Royal Cardinals baseball here at Bing Crosby Stadium. We'll be back right after a short station identification here.
You're listening to Cardinals baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.
And we are back here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Jackson Arnold coming in to pitch for the Front Royal Cardinals. He is a lefty hitter, righty thrower, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's a junior out of Emory and Henry College, hometown of Linden, Virginia. Coming into this ball game, Jackson Arnold has only pitched one game. I believe he had an injury. That's why he's only pitched the one game so far. As swung on and missed by Zach Rice, the right fielder on the night. He's 1 for 2. Arnold has pitched 1 inning, has given up 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and an 0-0 record so far. Has an 18 ERA coming into this game, looking to lower that as he gets another swing and a miss right there. Looking for strikeout number 1 on the evening and strikeout number 2 on the season. As Arnold looks in and deals. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 from Jackson Arnold. So strikeout number 2 on the season. Strikeout number 1 on the night. As Cardinals just need, as the Winchester Royals are down to their last 2 outs here in this ball game.
Now batting, number 44, Leighton.
Now stepping up to the plate is the leadoff hitter, Leighton Banjof, playing second base tonight for the Winchester Royals, as Arnold comes set and deals the 0-0. That one's off of the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. So Brody awaits the pitch. That one's low and away. 1-0 here, or 2-0 now from Jackson Arnold to Leighton Banjof. The Cardinals basically have this one wrapped up as it is a 7-run lead with 2 outs, with 1 out here as this one's hitting the left field. That one falls for a base hit. Leighton Banjof hustling to second base, but will pull up for a single as Jojo Jackson does a great job throwing that ball in from left field. What a throw. So holding him to first with a single is Leighton Banjof, and now Will Marcy, the center fielder on the night for the Winchester Royals, is coming up to the plate. So, again, the Cardinals basically have this one wrapped up as it's a 7-run ball game here in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out here as Arnold delivers for a strike. Coming into this at-bat, Will Marcy is 0 for 3. So has struggled tonight as Arnold deals the 0-1. That one's inside for a ball, 1-1 now. We'll be back here at Bing Crosby on the 9th at 7 p.m. as the Strasburg Express come into town against the front row Cardinals. As this one's hit on the right field, that's a base hit. Sam Daggers comes up with the ball cleanly, and Riley Frost will receive the cutoff throw. So 2 straight hits here for the Winchester Royals against Jackson Arnold as he looks to shut this team down.
Now batting, number 25, Will Long.
So Will Long coming to the plate. He's the 3-hitter on the night for the Winchester Royals. He's also behind the dish for the game as he's seen 11 front row Cardinals cross the plate right in front of his eyes tonight as they are up 11-4 so far here in the top of the 9th inning. Arnold delivers a ball up and in. So Arnold looks back to second base. Campbell holding the runner on. Pitches over for a strike, 1-1 now. Campbell holding Banjof at second base. So Arnold looks back to second base. He deals. That one swung and chopped over to first base. That's not going to be 2 outs, but that's going to be 1 as Jackson Arnold does a nice job to get over to first base. And now 1 out stands between win number 12. 1 out stands between the front row Cardinals and win number 12 as the now first baseman on the night for the Winchester Royals, Corey Dowdle, comes up to the plate. He's a righty, 6'3", 300 pounds, rising sophomore at Georgia Southern University, hometown of Kingsland, Georgia. He came into the game following a Chase Bryant injury as he got hit by a pitch from Sean Means at what appears to be on the hand as this one's grounded to second base. The throw on to first is in time, and that is the ball game. Jackson Arnold throws up a scoreless 9th inning as the front row Cardinals win this one 11-4. So again, we will be back after a few breaks from our sponsors, or a few words from our sponsors. So we'll see you guys in the post-game analysis.
What makes a place great? Is it an incredible landscape, unique in the world, carved over the eons into rolling mountains and gentle valleys? Is it the rivers that sing and shout and flow into breathtaking chasms? Is it the trails that lead over hills and to the edges of beautiful views? Is it the natural places and things, big and small, and the outdoor places that people have enjoyed for generations? Or is it the people themselves, the people who've turned this land into an inviting refuge for art and culture and festivals and celebrations of all the things that make life great? The people who make food grown fresh and served with creativity and care, who make wine and beer and donuts from scratch. People who have shown travelers from all over the world all of the things there are to do and see and experience. What if greatness wasn't one of these things, or even a few of these things, but all of them together?
Hello and welcome back to the post-game analysis here at Bing Crosby Stadium as the Cardinals won this one 11-4 over the Winchester Royals. So coming into this ball game, the Winchester Royals were 11-15. That one now drops to an 11-16 record as they've now lost 5 straight ball games here. The Cardinals give them their 5th straight loss here at Bing Crosby Stadium. The winning pitcher on the night for the Front Royal Cardinals is going to be the starting pitcher, which was Daniel Johnson. He went 3 innings, giving up 6 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. Very good job from Daniel Johnson as he will get the win. Coming on in relief was Sean Means and Jackson Arnold, as Means gave up 1 run in his 2 innings, and Jackson Arnold did not give up a run in the final inning of this ball game, as the Front Royal Cardinals take this one 11-4. The losing pitcher on the night for the Winchester Royals is going to be the starting pitcher Tatum Waddy, who the Cardinals hit around for 3 runs in the first inning, as Waddy was only able to get 1 out. The Royals called on 4 other pitchers, and only 1 pitcher in the name of Brett Zerbel did not give up a run to the Front Royal Cardinals offense, as they were clicking on all cylinders in the beginning of this ball game, scoring 11 runs in 4 innings. They did not score in the final 4 frames, but they still managed to hold on and get the win 11-4 here at Bing Crosby Stadium. Very important win for the Cardinals as they now go to 12-18 rather. That's good for 5th place in the division, as around the league, the Woodstock River Bandits do win their ball game 8-2. The Harrisonburg Turks and the Covington Lumberjacks are still in their game right now, as the Turks put up 5 in the 10th inning, winning 13-8 as of right now. And the Percival Cannons go on to Newmarket, and looks like they're going to win that ball game as they're going into the bottom of the 9th, up 4 runs. So it was a great night here at the ballpark as the Front Royal Cardinals offense came alive and their pitching did the job to get the win, and they go to 12-18 on the season. They will be back at it tomorrow. They will be going, I believe, to Newmarket. No, they will be going to They will be going to Percival tomorrow, and they will be hosting Strasburg Express here at Bing Crosby Stadium at 7 o'clock on Saturday. But the Cardinals go to 6-4 in their last 10 games. They are now on a 1-game winning streak after winning this one. And they are now 7 games back in the division, but they creep a game closer on the Winchester Royals, as that it now is a 2-3 record against the Royals so far this season, as they are in 5th place looking in on the playoff picture. So we end this one. Royals 4, Cardinals 11. Again, the winning pitcher is going to be Daniel Johnson. The losing pitcher is going to be Tatum Waddy, as the star hitters for the Cardinals are Jojo Jackson and Sam Daggers and Drew Camp, as all of those really had big impact on the offense tonight, scoring 7 of the 11 runs for the Cardinals and driving in the other. Well, they scored 7 runs, and combined they had 7 RBIs. So Jojo Jackson, Drew Camp, and Sam Daggers, the 3 through 5 hitters on the evening, coming up big for the Cardinals in this one, as they take this one 11-4 against the Winchester Royals. The next game, again, will be here at Strasburg. The next game will be on the road at Percival, but then back here against Strasburg. We will hit the airwaves here about 6:30 p.m. My partner Cameron will be back for that game, so this is my last one riding solo. The Front Royal Cardinals would like to thank our 2022 sponsors, the Wines Family and Wines Bookkeeping, Town of Front Royal, Warren County Government, Cedarville Riverton Club, the Knights of Columbus, Christendom College. I am so sorry for botching that. Midway Service Center and Towing, Dominion Health and Fitness, Culligan Water, Hazard Mill Farms, the Bernie Michael Foundation, Card My Yard, Front Royal, Kenny Sports Shop, Woods Cove Assisted Living, Green to Ground, U.S. Inspect, Lindsay Chevrolet, TLC Settlements, Reaching Out Now, and the Front Royal Little League. Front Royal Cardinals baseball is presented to you on the air by the StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, the affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network. The live stream is copyrighted by the Front Royal Cardinals, the Valley Baseball League, and our affiliates on the Front Royal Cardinals radio network. The use of any copyrighted materials in all forms of media without the expressed written consent of the aforementioned is prohibited. You can find game and player statistics from tonight's game and all games in the 2022 season by visiting valleybaseballleague.com, VALLEYGUEBASEBALL.com, valleybaseballleague.com. You can find the Cardinals on all social media platforms, Twitter at FR Cardinals, on Facebook by searching up Front Royal Cardinals, and on Instagram at Front Royal Cardinals. Our final score from tonight's game is the Front Royal Cardinals 11, the Winchester Royals 4. From Bing Crosby Stadium, this is Matthew Weissman saying goodbye and until Saturday night.
You've been listening to Cardinals Baseball on StretchInternet.com and the Royal Examiner, affiliates of the Front Royal Cardinals radio network.